All right, everyone, it's another episode of the Heresy Lodge night. Big night planned tonight. Kizza, how you going?
Good, bro. Happy to be back on another live recording. They're always a lot of fun.
They are, and they're always an absolute car crash. So I'm keen to find out what happens tonight. We'll see. Hey, just quickly, I am over the moon. I'm over the moon.
Yeah?
You know why?
Why's that?
Because my Mark II
Oh.
space marine finally arrived in the fucking post. And for anyone who does not know, this has been an ordeal. So they only got sent from a suburb about 20 minutes from my house in the Australia Post. They went to the DC that's most local to my house, but then went to Melbourne Airport. From Melbourne Airport, they went to Perth, got sorted over there, back to Melbourne Airport. And I thought, oh, finally, they fucked something up. It's going to come to my house, surely. Nope. Boarded another flight, gone straight back to Perth. It was in like this weird fucking perpetual loop and it couldn't get out. So I had to contact the seller and be like, man, did you mean to send this stuff to Perth at all? He's like, that has never happened in my life. I'm so sorry. But
like,
yeah, credit to Tom, who I bought them from, because he was able to, raise a ticket with Australia Post, and I finally got my Mark II. So now the Hobby Mojo's back. I'm happy.
I also ordered some Mark II from the same guy, and I got it in like 2 or 3 days. So,
fuck's sake.
And for everyone playing at home, like Perth is the most isolated capital city in the world. So it got sent a long way away.
It's like 3,400 kilometers from Melbourne. It's made that trip 4 times.
Yeah.
They're the most well-traveled Mark II in the world right now, mate. For sure.
The carbon footprint on that Mark II is insane, yeah.
It's fucked. All right. Now, we've got some very special guests joining us tonight. Without further ado, let's bring in our distinguished guests. Welcome to the Heresy Lodge, Tim and Michael from the Eye Of Horus podcast. Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. It's been a hot minute since we've heard from the Eye Of Horus boys. Tell us what's been happening.
Jeez,
what's been happening?
Yeah.
We, I think we did an episode 208.
Yeah, was that in January?
And that might have been this year, yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
But I was thinking just the other day, remember we really wanted to make version 2 of 30K correspond with our 200th episode. So I slightly we had to do a few just like short episodes and like fucking cram them out so that we could hit 200. And I was just like, yeah, we hit 200, second edition.
Ring the bell.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ding, ding, bow, 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 bow. And then we did 8 episodes for the fucking whole 3 years or something of second ed. If you add in though, we did do an episode for each of the legions. So what was that? Warmonger? Yeah, Warmonger.
Warmonger.
Yeah.
We did.
I didn't finish it. I was just like, we got fucking time. Like we're fucking like, but it was like got to 3 years and then they just like, we got a new fucking thing to sell you. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It felt like it was just over in a flash.
Yeah. Okay, so here's and I want to preface this by saying I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. There's another term for it, which we were discussing right before this episode. But the
lack of a better term, what, shitting someone's cornflakes? Or...
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to shit in people's cornflakes, so I just want to preface anything I say tonight with don't let me fucking stop you from having a good time. And as we always say on our show, we always say,
we say a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, we do say a lot of weird shit. But one of the most important things is we say, don't let us fucking jerking off about something make you jerk off about it too. Like, don't go fucking especially with the skyrocketing prices. Like anything made in Nottingham, fucking costs. Like they must be doing like the mail route that your fucking friend sent you those fucking Mark II with or something to make plastic cost that much. Like, but in any case, don't let us fucking like saying something's fucking awesome make you go and spend like $1,200 fucking dollars on 5 models or something. You know what I'm trying to say? And also the inverse is also the case. Just because I don't like something, don't let that fucking stop you from painting up fucking like sick armies and having narrative games. There we go. So there's a preface. Is that
a long preface? All right, now tell us how you feel, Michael. Michael, are your opinions different?
Yeah. So I'll let Tim tell you his opinions, but I honestly
Is your
have
preface
not...
different?
Same preface.
Yeah. So exactly what Tim said. Look, I honestly haven't played the new edition, so that's why I don't feel I can comment honestly about it. I have read the rules and I quite like them. I think there's a lot of stuff in there that is they've tied it up. I think is quite nice, and that's just a personal opinion. I haven't played it yet, and the drama is I'm having dramas finding the people to play it with. So that's an issue, and I think that says a little bit about that aspect of it, maybe. But I'm keen to play it, and I know people like it. I know some people don't like it, and like Tim said, to each their own. But the only downside I see is it's kind of fragmented the community a little bit. And the biggest thing about Heresy for me was the community, how good it was. So there's just that bit of fragmentation of that and dilution of it. But look, I'm keen to try it. I'm trying to convince Tim to play it with me to see how it goes. But we're struggling to find time lately because we've just got real life stuff going on at the moment.
And other versions of other games.
Like watching K-pop Demon Hunters with your kids. That sort of real stuff.
They watch that without me. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, same. Yes, yeah. My daughter doesn't want to watch it with me.
Oh.
So it's like
maybe you dads are like in that uncool territory now.
Thank fuck. No.
Yeah,
I don't have
kids
to
are getting
watch...
a bit older now.
Yeah, because when you have little kids, you watch some absolute dog shit, dude.
Holy
like
shit,
fucking.
yeah.
For every episode of Bluey, there's like 50 fucking episodes of The Pig Show where they talk like fucking colonial people and stuff. Like,
and put dads down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Always sacking dads. But yeah, thank God, whatever the fuck K-pop Demon Hunters is, that's like in the same basket for me as Dragon Balls and fucking all that other shit, you know. Hentai.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, all the SBS hentai and stuff, whatever the SBS shit.
Yeah, any cartoon out of Asia's hentai.
Yeah, so that's interesting that you say that you can't find anyone to play with, Michael. I have not been searching, and I'm actually like, Michael went and actually bought the game. Daughter just came in. She's like, "Are you talking about K-pop Demon Hunters?"
Holy shit! My ears are burning.
Holy Jesus!
Michael actually bought the game, the box, right? Like you've got the box and all the models and all the rules and shit. Yeah, I didn't do that. I was just like, I saw the leaks, and I'll tell you genuinely, like what happened is I saw the leaks. I read the 2 whole pages that it fucking spent 1,500 words explaining how to move your models into assault, not do the assault, just move your models from the start of the turn, and at the end of 2 whole pages of fucking 4 columns of shit, you've literally moved the models into base contact with the enemy. And I was just like, I'm not playing this. Like, I can't do it. I'm not fucking, this is terrible. Fucking, if this is like,
is that predicated on how, is that your opinion predicated on how poorly 2nd edition was written? Like it was just a word salad the whole way through?
Yeah, how poorly it's written. Yeah. So I just can't do it. So I didn't get past those fucking 2 pages, and I'm not playing that garbage. Like they killed the 2nd edition. They didn't even fucking finish it. They said there was going to be rules for the Emperor. I never got rules for the Emperor. That was like one of the big selling points for me was that they fucking mentioned the Emperor by name in the rules. I want the fucking rules. Give me the rules for the Emperor, dudes. And that fucking edition's just dead now, so we just don't fucking get that shit anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they mentioned the model as well. If you can cast your mind back, everyone was sort of thinking it would be like that famous, like on the bridge, like diorama that you could buy on the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit, like dead saying on the floor and stuff.
Oh yeah, you talking about the old Mike McVeigh one?
Yeah, but imagine like
Yeah.
a 4-draw character series of
Yeah.
that diorama. Like everyone was kind of on board for that.
Yeah. Well, that is, as far as I know, the first edition that we got, where it actually said this guy leads your army unless the emperor is present on the table, right? Is that the first time? That's, as far as I remember, that's the first time it said it. It was second edition. So I was like, give me the fucking emperor. We're gonna get emperor before the end of the edition. And then we just never did. So anyway, that's my main. That's gripe number one. Gripe number two. Yep. The value in the expansions, like what the fuck, like totally fucking shithouse. A lot of the rules were shithouse. A lot of the PDFs, like a lot, they just reprint the PDFs, and then when you pay for it, more than $1 per page as well. The rules for Fulgrim, for example, that entire book with the rules for Fulgrim, if you want to play Fulgrim, well, the fucking shit you have to jump through. Michael, tell him.
Yeah, Kieran, you probably are tracking that as well. Trying to like take Transform Fulgrim back in second edition was just not worth it to take that toned down list just to try and get that on the table.
It's really good now. It's like potentially one of the best lists in the game. So he's definitely changed up a lot in third edition.
Oh, good. I'll finally get to use him.
Yeah.
If you can find a game, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, keep going.
Sorry. Yeah, let me quickly just squeeze out the rest of my rant. Sorry, my daughter's just like come down. I thought she was asleep. She's writing me messages. She's saying like, you need to calm down. You're gonna have a heart attack. Like spazzing out about an edition that's already dead, bro. So if you that edition was like doable and it was okay, but like think about it as a whole package. Was it worth killing fucking the 1.5 rule set for? Definitely not, because there was fucking tons of shit, and the few things that they didn't. I spent like quite some time, like a few months, like when we weren't recording, just thinking, what?
Oh no, it's Demon Hunter related, surely.
Oh, there's a storm coming.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll be alright. It's just a storm. Oh, okay. Well,
Ruin storm.
Yeah. Storm's definitely less scary than K-pop Demon Hunter.
In fact, most of the demons on K-pop Demon Hunters look like epic scale Fulgrim now, so they're actually not that scary.
Yeah, there is actually, for the record, there's a thunderstorm just coming in. So if we suddenly just like disappear, like that's why.
Yeah. We've been evaporated.
We've just been cut off. It hasn't stormed for ages, so it hasn't rained. Like everything is dead here in Brisbane. Like it's fucking dry as shit.
Yeah.
So if it is a storm, that's pretty good. Like I'm excited.
I'm happy.
Sorry, she was just worried. She was worried the storm was going to turn the power off. Yeah. So I found towards the end of second edition, just like super underwhelming as a full edition. And then when they brought in the next edition, and it's not like a full return to 1.5, I'm out. So like I fucking just like cut the cord and I'm out of that game. We're still playing like some games around town. Like there are some 3.5, some third edition games. There's some second edition games going of 40k that we've been playing. We played an event just recently, but I can't. There was the prom
playing
event.
Heaps of Old World.
Yeah, we have played a heaps of Old World. There was the Heresy Prom. I think that's the only third edition event that's happened.
Yeah.
But as I said, I'm like,
It's funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that you can't get games, because I feel like, not speaking for Melbourne, but speaking for Australia wide, it feels like the noise levels kind of died down a fair bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's got to do with, upstanding people in the community that have been there for a long time, like you guys, that have maybe just decided to shelve it for now, or packed it in altogether, or decided to play some other games, or if that's a fact that a new edition's out and people are kind of borrowed in and working on new stuff to build and paint and to eventually play games with. But it feels like a lot of the usual suspects and a lot of the heads that were around, 5, 6, 7 years ago in the scene aren't around anymore for whatever reason. I mean, it could just be like a stage of life thing, right? I mean, we're all in that sort of like, or were in that late 20s to early 30s, mid 30s bracket, and life comes at some stage. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's just that generational shift the community is kind of experiencing right now, or maybe that does actually have something to do with the game.
I would say, like, as soon as they changed to the fucking 2nd edition rule set, and they changed from fucking what was 3rd edition all the way through to 7th edition rules, basically just like almost unchanged. Move 6, charge 6. Some obviously they turned into charge 2d6. It was that for like fucking 20 years, and as soon as they and first 1.5 Heresy, the libel, was the last final iteration of that full fucking thing. And my observation is, and at the time I was paying quite a bit of attention, is that about 50% of people just fucking left as soon as that 2nd ed thing came out. And a few people came back because it's a new edition. But like fucking that 50% that left were just like, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm fucking not gonna learn another rule set. And like I stuck with like 2nd edition because I was just like, oh yeah, okay, let's see how it goes. Like I'll give it a go. But there's nothing like. So we ran an event. We ran Eye Of Horus, and then after that, I was just like, I really was just started to lose interest in the system. Not because of the event, but just like fucking that's done now.
It just run its course.
Yeah, no one's really. Yeah, I think 2nd edition is over now, and that was at the start of last year. So it's one and I felt like after that, like it was good to get everyone together. I thought the event was really. I had a good time. So fucking everyone had a lot of drinks, Queensland style. But after that, I was just like, I want to play something else. Like, and also we've been podcasting that like I think March or something this year was 10 years since we started doing the cast. And then so I was just like, man, I want to paint some other shit. We've been playing other like D&D for me at the moment. It's like
I'm playing a lot of
really
that.
big. Yeah, we've been like Michael's running a campaign for some of us for our kids and stuff, and like I'm running a couple of campaigns sort of in the same sort of setting thing, and we're using like the old like 3.5 rule set, and I've started like collecting models as well, like just because like fucking D&D models have been just historically shithouse. Like fucking remember Mike McVeigh, the dude who was really good at painting, and he made some like and he made that fucking like Emperor versus Horus fucking diorama, and then he's been eating out on that for like fucking the last like 40 years. Or dining. That guy fucking did some of the shittest fucking models of all time for D&D. Like Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast will hire any motherfucker who can make like a.
I didn't realize that was him, bro. I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, same guy. Yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah, dude, he made like a Down syndrome owlbear.
Some putty on a wire armature.
If you show up at like Wizards of the Coast, because like my fucking understanding is that card people, Magic the gooning and all that shit.
No, I don't understand them, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't understand. But the fucking those dudes were like, you can sculpt models, and you're like, yeah, I can sculpt, and they're like, cool, you got the job. We don't know anything about it. We're fucking cardboard people. We didn't give a fuck. We've just been doing. So that's my understanding, because those models, like, you have to preface everything these days, because like someone like Kat would be like, oh, you're gonna say there's never any single fucking good models. There is. And you've got to fucking search them out, and that's what I've been doing a lot. Instead of searching out like fucking resin and little pieces and stuff to put together like whatever the new stuff is, gambits and stuff, I've been just fucking searching for drow and beholders and shit, and doing that, just stuff that I haven't done for like, because I don't know about you, Michael, but like I pretty much just painted Heresy shit exclusively for 10 years, like non-stop. Like just Mechanicum shit. Iron Hands, just non-stop, right? Like what did we do anything else fantasy wise? I didn't think we did.
Really. No. So I've only just started painting that Dark Elf army, and started painting some Kingdom Death stuff and some D&D stuff for the first time in like forever. That's not in Power Armor. Yeah,
like when we started playing the old world, Old World, Michael's still using his Beastman army that he painted before Heresy. like because we haven't done anything except Heresy. Oh yeah, Kingdom Death. We did do some Kingdom Death and shit like that. But just
Spartan 825 in the chat just makes a good point here, saying
man.
that I argue Heresy 3 is better than Heresy 2, but a 3-year edition cycle is the death of the game.
You know what?
I think he's got a point, right?
100%.
Because for us, and for the last 10 years, Horus Heresy has been like this lifestyle game of like the hobby journeyman. It's like that thing that is a constant that evolved slowly at a rate where, because we've all got real lives outside of hobby, like it progressed with our lives and it fit in there. And it didn't require endless amount of like homework or research or buying new things all the time each month to keep updated in the game. It wasn't in a state of flux like I don't know, like 40K is now, right? Where you essentially have to like pay to play every month because you don't know what the fucking rules are. They keep changing.
the War Machine model. Like, remember War Machine were the first people to do that, where they just brought out fucking shit like every week, like some new.
I think actually Wizards of the Coast. That's Wizards of the Coast like business model, right? Where it's like we'll just keep everything in a state of flux. That way we can just like control the meta and push and pull these levers, and then increase values of cards or new sets or cardboard and that sort of shit coming out. And you're all getting fleeced for cardboard, which makes no sense.
I was talking about the Privateer Press game. Remember War Machine, the one with fucking whatever they were called?
Yep.
Just all the golem shit, whatever those golem fucking things were. It was like steampunk. And I played that for a little bit as well.
Warjacks?
Yeah, Warjacks. That's it. You're a Warjack.
Yeah,
Warjack. We're all going for that. But yeah, I played that for a bit. Like I even had 2 armies. I had a Crix army and a Circle army. Ooh, Circle Uberos.
Yeah.
But our friend Kurt, who was just like fully like
he got us into it. He got us hooked.
Yeah, he got us into it. He was like a pro. He'd go to like tournaments and just like podium and shit, and just be like, yeah. And he was just like, man, it just got too much for me. Like literally every month or something, they were bringing out a book and it had new units for every single faction, and you had to fucking keep up to date with all of this fucking just constant churn of shit. And they were the first people where I was just like, oh wow. And that fucking killed their ship too, because remember it just got so much, and it was so complicated, and people were so autistic about the rules that you would get blindsided by some bullshit and just fucking, you know, like the people who can't handle being blindsided by bullshit when you pull out a rule, like, oh, you didn't know that my
trap card, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people hate that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And that was like they sort of were creating the meta where that was the norm, and people just went get fucked, and they fucking just blew it off. And it feels like that does feel like it's kind of like the 3. I think the 3-year cycle is the worst though, because they're pushing a whole new.
Well, if you look at second edition stopped at the end of the second year because everyone knew that a new edition was coming. It was rumored 12 months in advance. So everyone was like, well, tools down, boys, because don't know what the fuck's happening.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah. And you're dead right before when you were talking about like a ton of people, like the people at Eye of Horus Con, a lot of those people, almost half of them would be people who paint all year and fucking talk shit about the hobby and, you know, share insights and do shit and blog about stuff and blah, blah, blah. And they might only play like 2 fucking games a year at an event. And because there was a rule set going all the way back to 1998 or something, whenever third edition came out, because it was the same basic rules, you could just pick it up and fucking it was easy and you didn't have to fuck around. And that's where I saw, like, as soon as the second thing, I mean, I would have pissed off. If I'm telling you right, if Michael hadn't bought the game and bought 2 copies of the game actually and went, here's a free rule book, I would have just been like, nah, I'm not fucking playing. I would have just fucking disappeared, dude. Like, fucking, I hate fucking
I needed to do that this time.
Okay, but think about when we played D&D. We're not playing 5th edition. We're playing 4th edition. We've gone back to a specific edition we know is the best. And that's how I feel about Heresy now. If I'm going to play a fucking game, and it might be actually faction dependent. If I want to play a Mechanicum game, I'm definitely going to go back to 1.5. if I want to play Space Marines or anything, I'd probably go back to 1.5. If I wanted to play Militia, though, I do think there is one caveat, which is the Militia list for second ed at Heresy is better. Because it's got more shit. It's got like fucking dinosaur packs and stuff. Like it's got a fucking
And it's
cool
got
amount of shit.
heaps. It's actually, ironically, the list that probably has the most flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can do a whole bunch of shit with it.
Easy to think.
Yeah, if you
and all the options and the rules make it really easy for you to use an existing range of models and just plug it into the militia list.
Yeah. Like the full cavalry
really,
list,
a faction like that needs to be more approachable for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More accessible, I should say.
Just need to make it as sandbox as fucking humanly possible, and people will make cool shit. Like the fucking that dude who has the full knight sorry, not knights, but like cavalry army, where he's used all the Napoleonic dudes and he's painted them up as this like cavalry fucking company or something, or.
Maybe. I've got strong feelings about horses in Heresy, but Well, I mean, it definitely happened because it's a sci-fi thing, but that's fucking cool as fuck, and that never would have happened. I don't think you could even do it in the first ed rules. So that second ed list, I really do think is good. I think the other than that, though, and probably like the custodes are possibly better. I don't know. Like I'm fucking. It's impossible. The custodes are so different from the first 1.5 to second edition that I'm just like, I don't know which one's better. Like you either have them super cancerous like 1.5 or just like these weird, like, you know how it is to play against them? They either just kick the fuck out of you or you just kill them all. And you're just like, oh, what happened to those guys? Oh, they're just dead. Oh, well. Yeah, they're like win big, lose big, right?
Yeah. You either just like flog the shit out of them or they fucking just roll your shit. So I don't know. All they needed to do, and this just kills me every time it comes up, is just fucking like, you know how there's points in the lists? All you need to do is just change those points, and if shit's fucking OP, because that's the fluff, because like a fucking shield captain should be able to just chop any motherfucker in half except for a Primarch, I feel like the fucking top three dudes, like what's his name, fucking Demion, is it, or something, and those other two fucking pricks. Yeah, the top three boys, like they were handcrafted. Yeah, Diocletian and whatever's fucking, and they were like fucking super mega crafted to be like that, like purposely, and like invested with a fragment of the Emperor's will and all this other fucking shit. Like they should be able to carve everyone in half. Just don't make them fucking 60 points. Like make them more expensive. Like Jesus Christ. Like that's what the fucking points are for. Like it blows my mind when they're doing a fucking huge errata, trying to balance shit with the rules, when you just change the fucking points. That's the whole point of having points. But for some reason, Games Workshop don't do that. Like, we can't, well, at least Forge World or whoever did fucking Heresy just wouldn't change the fucking points. When that's what it's
Can't
for.
sell many models if they're all 200 points each.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, yeah, this is true. Yeah, the Dungeon Master's like, I won't allow that.
It's like, but just think about how insanely illogical that is. And then you have to deal with that and then that's just going forward in the rules. Like it's just I don't know. Anyway,
I just noticed before that Spartan 285 shouted out the Sustained Fire event for second ed. We actually played in that like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was really good.
How many people?
I was like
30. Oh yeah, more. I think there was 38 people registered and a couple. There's always dropouts, obviously. But that is a great turnout. Tons of tables, yeah. And I think even more, like after this one, this is the third one that we've been to. After this one, for some reason in particular, suddenly everyone just was like, second edition, yeah, holy fuck. Like I got like 10 times the number of messages on Instagram saying, oh yeah, I'm coming, or just comments when on my posts. Like I posted two posts where I just posted some pictures, and people are fucking just crunk for it. Like Charles was like, yeah, I'm fucking coming, I'm building an army and I'm coming up for the next one. There was two or three other people have messaged me saying they're fucking coming next year. So yeah, out of the blue, third time lucky, the third time is a charm or something, whatever the fucking saying is. So I think it's going to be like even bigger going forward, which is crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
And was everyone messaging you like over the age of 45 and be like, hey, Sonny, I remember second edition?
Well, there were,
yeah. There they were.
There
For
were
sure,
dudes there that we hadn't seen in 20 years. Like we hadn't seen some
Or
of
were
these
there
dudes
like
since...
any young kids there, like with like
No.
baggy
Yeah,
jeans on and like
the kids of people our age, yeah.
Yeah.
Like our friend Sean, Sean from
the
Quartermaster.
kids. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So descendants. Yeah.
Yeah, descents. Yeah, second generation for second ed people. Like Sean from Quartermaster, his kids play second ed with him. So like
That's insane.
he's pushing it to the next limit. He's taking it generational. Second edition's never gonna die, man.
Hey, quick shout out to Quartermaster too. I have been using their new list builder for third edition, and it is the only one that works, and it's the only one that works amazingly. So if you haven't bought Quartermaster for your iOS device, go do it. I mean, I bought an iPad just so I could make lists and take
I'm
it
the
to
same.
events.
That's the only Apple thing I have, just so I can put on that.
Yeah. That's what I always say to people, like, if you're an
highly
Apple person, you'll fucking get it and you'll know that it's good. But if you're just like, if you're not an Apple person, like, oh, fucking, why isn't it on such and such an app? But that's why, because you're one of those people. You're not an Apple person. You, like, fucking, like, it just fucking totally works if you're an, I don't know. There is, like, definitely Apple people and then whatever, Samsung or some shit. What is it? Android people?
Yeah, 100%.
What are you saying about us?
Nothing. You got an iPad. You're an in-betweener, I guess. You got a passport. You're like one of those like Israeli Americans or whatever.
So, Michael, considering that you're third edition curious, let's say, do you have anything to add to Tim's tirade?
I think Spartan's original point, that is a big thing, and probably one of the top 3 reasons I've heard for people not wanting to get into third ed, the 3-year cycle.
Yeah.
Because there's
sucks,
no...
right?
It
Go back to the 12-year cycle. 12-year cycle. 12-year cycle.
Man, even if it was 6, like I could get around that.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Flesh everything out.
Do you remember how much we complained in first edition for not ever getting any attention?
Yeah.
Like nothing ever happening.
Too much.
Yeah.
No, we have too much.
That's the
but
thing.
I definitely agree. Like, yeah, with a 3-year cycle, it takes you a year to learn the rules and get your army ready. Then you play for a year. And then for the third year, you're waiting for the new edition and you don't want to do anything. So you only get like 1 year out of those 3 to actually enjoy the game.
Yeah,
and it's just trash. But, you know, you need that balance. Like you said, Adam, probably like a 6-year kind of update or something. But yeah,
you want to do like at least two and a half armies, I feel, and get like 50 games each in a minimum with both armies and be like, oh man, okay, I kind of feel fulfilled now. It's time for something fresh. Or for a natural meta to like develop. I know in the years that we played first edition and 1.5, like no matter if you played in the second year of Heresy or you played in the 10th year of Heresy, there was always like someone with a new list idea. And it was like, oh wow, man, that's sick as fuck, and it actually works in the game because the meta has a chance to like breathe and evolve and people produce counters to things and stuff, and something that may have been like poo-pooed at the start of the edition comes back full circle and finally becomes good again. Or, you know, it just takes that one person to use a unit in a different light and it's like,
yeah.
You know, these like big penny drop moments that change editions, but it's just the natural change of the game. And that I guess organic nature is something that you don't get when you've forced fed editions every 3 years because it doesn't have that chance to breathe.
Yeah, you don't have the time to think about like after events is when you always come up with your best shit as well.
On the drive home, right?
On the drive home. Yeah. Or on the flight home or whatever. Yeah, like I definitely remember just like 1 year after going to an active heresy and being like, all my problems will be solved with whirlwinds. I'm gonna fucking like I gotta get fucking whirlwinds into my army. And I went and like they didn't sell whirlwinds or some shit. I had to special order them or something. I can't remember what it was now, but it was a pain in the ass to get 3 Space Marine whirlwinds for my auto reductor army. And then I ran them and I was just like, oh, god damn it, this is fucking, they aren't as great as I fucking had hoped. But like I can specifically remember just being like fucking great ideas always come after events. That's just an example of one of the rare ones that didn't work out. Every other fucking idea obviously totally panned out. But yeah, I think like 1.5 had people changing up their armies a lot more as well. Everything was new. There was new shit coming out all the time. one of the biggest problems that I foresee for this 3-year cycle is you're just fucking rehashing the same shit. Like, I'm going to sit here for the next 3 years while you just tread out all the fucking legions one after the other, and then maybe like fucking 150 extra words about it, and maybe some like new special characters. Like all of 2nd edition, there was the Kratos and the 2 fucking guys that rode in tanks. Yeah. And that's all the new shit for the entire fucking 3 years, basically, right? Like, they just rehashed the rules slightly, redid Black Shields and blah, blah, blah. But there were, in terms of new shit, actual new units, holy fuck. Bad time to be, like if you already have 20,000 points, let's just say a theoretical number. Let's just say you've got 30 to 35,000 points of Mechanicum. What was 2nd ed? Like, it gave you that character, the fucking new character woman, and that's about all. Like not woman, but you know what I mean? Like the
stinks too.
Yeah. What are those things called? Magister, Superior, whatever the fuck. And when you actually go and look at the rules for them, it's just a fucking tech priest that has slightly better close combat. Like, it's like a Cybernetica dude with Cyberthurgy is better for leading Vorax. In my analysis,
it was a
so
really
what the fuck is this unit?
It had
and that's
no
your
identity either.
And that's all you get. And that's all you get, Mechanicum. And guess what? Suck my fucking dick, because we're fucking busy doing plastic. So I don't know. I think it's a textbook study in how to just like lose veteran players, which is just not bring out anything that veterans haven't seen, and then just do that for all of 2nd ed, and then 3rd ed. Here it is, and now you're getting more of what.
So how do you feel? So how do you feel about something
the 40K
like
model?
Something that is new, like a Saturnine Terminator for the game? Do you find it interesting, or like super cynical that it's like
no, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not cynical about them crowbarring new shit into the Heresy. I don't fucking do it. Fucking like do it. FGT.jpg, if you know what I mean. Fucking just give me some new shit. Like, but if you gave me a Saturnine in 1.5, I would have bought the fuck out of it. You gave me Saturnine in 2.0, I would have bought the fuck out of it, because I've got an Iron Hands Terminator-based army. Like, that's fucking exactly what I want. But the only problem is, it comes with the new fucking... Guess what? If you want to eat this sandwich, you also have to eat the shit sandwich, which is it's one slice of bread, and that slice of bread is you've got to learn a whole new edition, and then the other slice of bread is the fucking kit is like 75 parts for a fucking one model. And I just can't do it. Like, I just
it's only like 50 pieces, bro.
Oh, okay, sorry, 50. Okay, sorry. It's just like the thralls. The thing with the thralls, man. Like, I get plastic is cool, and fuck, I wish we'd had plastic models 12 years ago. I probably would have bought it then. But like the the thralls, I already have 100 of those, right? They're a 2-part model. It's like one part is the body and an arm, and the other part is an arm, and you just go. Okay, cool. And one of them is the body, 2 arms and a gun, and you just glue it on and just hold it in place because it's resin. It's just fucking piece of piss. It's fucking easy as fuck. That's why I have 100 of them, because I was able to physically do that. The new fucking thralls are 17 parts. Instead of 2 parts. Yeah. Can you imagine me fucking doing that? There's no fucking way, motherfucker. Like, I've sat there and painted hundreds of fucking models, and every time I get to the end, I'm like, I'm never fucking doing it again. And then I just like sat down and painted 100 Mordian Iron Guard just recently. But that's because they're fucking classic models.
To assemble a single one.
They're one part. They're one motherfucking part. That's why it's so fucking good.
Do you count the base?
2 parts if you include the base. But then that throws thralls up to 3 point, and we're not. That's just too much.
We're not playing that game.
No, but the point is, like, fucking, they're 1-part fucking models. That's why I was able to do that. If I had to assemble 17 parts to make one fucking guy, do that times 100. How many is that? How many parts is that? It's a lot. 1,750, right? Is that what it is, or is it more? No, it's 1,000.
I hate building models, so like the more this stuff creeps into the hobby, I'm like, I need to find someone who can build my shit, and I'll just outsource it to them.
Yeah. Even before I found out how many parts that fucking Saturnine was, I was looking around for someone to assemble my Land Raider, fucking whatever the 90s Land Raider is, the plastic one. What's it called? The Land Raider, the Mark IIB. I was looking around for someone to assemble me 3 of those because I was like, it's too much. I've done that too many times. I fucking assembled so much shit. I've got 2 Kratos and I got 1 mostly assembled that I got from Jackie, luckily. Jackie Rambles. Shout out Jackie Rambles.
Yeah.
And then I've got a whole nother kit that's still on sprue, and I'm just like, ugh, I had to clip off 8 parts and add them to the one that was mostly assembled. And then I just got like the second kit out and just looked at it and went, ugh, it's too many fucking parts. I don't want to assemble that shit. I'm old now. Like you were just saying, like fucking our kids are playing games now. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to assemble fucking 17-part thralls, and I don't want to assemble 15 parts.
That's just time that you're not going to get, like, or you're not going to spend gaming. Like all those hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah, exactly.
It all adds up.
Yeah, that's why I have an airbrush to make painting quicker, right? Like the fucking just to add like fucking 500 times front loaded to assemble these fucking models is 17 fucking parts. Are you fucking insane? That's insane. Like that's just fucking the most insane thing. Like if I worked in a miniatures company, and I know everyone fucking always has all the fucking advice in the world for miniatures companies. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck, man. If I worked at a miniatures company and someone brought me this thing and I said, this is a 3-point model in the game and you want some motherfucker to sit there and assemble fucking 17 parts to make a fucking single model. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Like, that's crazy. You need to look at...
Just give me a clan rat, seriously.
Yeah, dude, look at the historicals. The Perry historicals. Some of them are like just like it's a dude holding a rifle in one part and you put a head on it and it's a Perry model, so it's fucking fantastic. Like look at the historical shit and do that. We're all fucking old. There's no fucking like young, bushy-tailed fucking 12-year-olds who are like, oh yeah, I love fucking tech thralls. Oh, I can't wait to assemble fucking 30 tech thralls for my army. Like what? No, people don't like. Is there? Are you out there? You shouldn't be listening to this if you are 12 years old. You should be fucking in bed probably. But like, like I just don't get it. Like. That just blows my mind. That's probably just another.
So model assembly aside, right? Do you think there's something to be said for the fact that when let's just say we grew up with the Heresy, right? We're there in the beginning and we're there at, for the 10 or 12 years before the change to 2nd edition. Is there something to be said for the fact that the story is a finite story and like it's been done and the story's been finished in like a novella Black Library sense? So the setting is finite, but when we were all going through the ups and the downs and the new exciting things of 1st edition, we were playing the game as it was being written and as new things were being created and coming out for it. So there was kind of like this magical whimsy to the game as well, even though it was like this pseudo historical sort of setting. Now that is not happening, right? Because the story's finished. Do you think there's some magic lost there?
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about it like that, but yeah, I think so. It's like we know all there is to know pretty much. You can only tell so many stories in that setting. Yeah.
If you know everything that there is to know in a setting, then what's keeping you interested in that setting?
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of excited if they do the scouring, because there's a lot of stories in that which they could recapture that like they did over the Heresy, and it's a natural lead into 40k. So that's what I think would be exciting, but 100%. I haven't thought about it like that, but you're right, 100%.
That is the rumor.
They're just doing They're just doing another Drop Site Massacre book by John French. So they're going back over some of the already covered areas just to do them properly, because that book's covered in like snippets in at the ends of like several books. So they're going to do like a solid book on just the Drop Site Massacre and the bits around that. So I'm looking forward to that. But I definitely think that not having the books coming out regularly is a bit of a boner killer, because I don't know, I've started armies based on books that I've read, just because of how inspiring I found them. Whereas now, if you get to the end of it and you've read them all, you'll probably never have that experience again. Like for someone new starting and finding the books and reading, they'll have those experiences. But as someone who's been through it for the whole journey and just read the books as they came out, I'll probably never have that same kind of inspiration, that kind of fire anymore. Like unless like these new ones with the scouring or the drop site really do something for me, I'll probably never have that kind of that source again. Like that was the whole spark that kicked off my Alpha Legion project. It ended up being like 4,000 or 5,000 points. It was from reading a book. So I definitely think that'll it takes a bit of energy out of the community, but it also, you know, it's a major kind of point of interest and inspiration for me that is missing now, for sure.
Well, I hope, Karen, you don't have any fucking 10-man plasma gun squads in any of your fucking armies, because they're not in the novels. And I hope you don't have, I don't know, any of the cool shit. I don't know. To play devil's advocate, I would say the novels, fucking 5% of them are good that I like actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fucking, obviously I'm not like a taste master. If you want like awesome fucking like someone to babble to you about the books in detail, go and listen to like the Age of Darkness podcast. They do really good like reviews, and they fucking delve like super deep, like what is this guy thinking, this guy is thinking, and shit like that. They're just like fucking pulp books to me. There's a few of them. I think Master of Mankind is fucking the ultimate best, and there are like quite a few other highlights, but like nothing in those books has ever made me go like, man, I want to fucking paint like a whole ton more Mechanicum. All of the inspiration for me has always come from the Black books, the Exemplary Battles, all of that stuff. Like the novels I see, and I know like this is something that Macro and I get into arguments about all the time, like screaming arguments, because obviously like it's hard to make me raise my voice. We like have full arguments on Discord about it, because he thinks that the fucking novels are like, this is like what legit happens in imaginary future, because it's the first person of a guy going, this is like, I'm just fucking like seeing it happen, this is actually happening. And then he thinks that the Black books are therefore like the B tier fucking version of the fluff, because it's like it's just a historical recollection of what actually happened. Whereas like I'm totally the opposite. I think the books are just the fucking like if you got someone these days to make a version of like just any fucking thing you make now always has to have this like Days of Our Lives shit in it. I think that they just like totally fucking fucked the Black books as soon as they had any point of view, which was a Primarch. Like you shouldn't fucking be inside their thoughts. They should be like these fucking insane things that like 40k has always been like to me 40k is like super mysterious shit, and I'm just like fucking shooting my las gun and the fucking gene stealer's tearing my face apart. Like I don't want I don't fucking want to give a fuck about how Angron's dad, he's angry. I'm angry at my dad. She wouldn't let me save my friends. We had this whole like cool fucking gladiator thing going, and then like I was like, can we save my friends? And we're like, no. And I was like, fuck, I hate you. I'm gonna fucking turn over the entire galaxy because of that shit. Like the way that they write, like this is this is fucking, people are fucking are gonna be upset at me, but whatever. The way that they wrote it, where it's just, I know that they had to do it like that to make it make any sense, but it just doesn't make sense. Like the Primarchs, like they fought for fucking this 200-year crusade, and then they all just like, it's just so it's just small times the whole thing. I think like I'm hoping like one day before I die, I hope someone goes back through and they get some like other authors to write like the Heresy, like Black, like write the history, but just don't put any definitely don't have fucking Emperor's point of view. Like what the fuck? Even though Master of Mankind's my favorite book, don't do that. Like it should be mysterious. Like everything should be like, oh fuck, like what, that fucking Primarch looked at me like, whoa shit, like what the fuck.
That's why you collect Mechanicum and Iron Hands, bro. You've just got no room for the emotion and the pathos of the whole setting.
Exactly.
It's all about stats and who had the most bolt shells at which event and all that kind of thing. So
they should have, the Emperor shouldn't have,
different folks, but no, you
don't create the Primarchs.
The Black books are my prime source too, but like the inspiration and the emotion for the setting and characters comes from the novels. Whereas if I want to go and, I will be inspired by a setting in the novels. And then if I want to go and make a force based on those settings, I'll go to the Black books and deep dive on the Legion and see, how a Legion force should be in that setting or that era. Because you're right, the novels have got like fuck all detail when it comes to the forces. Like, I don't know how many times like a Leviathan Dreadnought has been mentioned in a novel. Like I can't think of one. There might be one time. Like, like how many times has like a Sikaran been mentioned? Like hardly fucking ever. Like, they don't have any of those kind of details.
think about the
like
novels,
the
right?
modalities of their warfare and that sort of stuff. Like that's what I
Yeah,
find
it's
the
about
most
it's about the characters that lead those forces and their
Yeah.
experiences. So you get that inspiration, and then you go to the black books, and you get the details and the facts about how these forces should look.
Exactly. Yeah.
So definitely
yeah.
a combined thing. But I think I get that little spark from the novels, and then I go to the black books for the more solid kind of meat and potatoes of the setting to try and get things right for how things should be. So yeah, you got to have a little bit of emotion.
Remember in Unremembered Empire when those Alpha Legion dudes, there's just a squad of them, and they're like, "Let's take out Gilliman," and then they just sneak into his fucking bedroom or some shit with just bolt guns.
And they're like, "What do you think they were gonna do?"
Yeah, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, because and it goes on about his shit. He's not wearing his helm, and if one bolt round could end his life, and you're like, motherfucker, like Fulgrim, like 5 books back, got shot in the fucking head with a sniper rifle, and it didn't kill him. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Morgo got shot with the fucking plasma gun from the Titan, right? The Warhound.
Yeah. It's just fucking like one of them got they got trod on. Like,
Mate, yeah. If Ferrus Manus didn't die in book 3, you might have enjoyed the rest of the novels a bit more.
Yeah. There's just always been a disconnect. Yeah. There's always been a disconnect between like the novels and the black books and then the rules. And you could always tell that like the guys writing the novels just never played the fucking game. And then you would hear about this thing like, oh yeah, once a year, well, I don't know if it was once a year. I don't know how many times it happened, but I distinctly remember reading their blogs back in the day, and it was like, or some fucking article or a YouTube or whatever the fuck it was, and it was all about how the book authors all came into Forge World to have a meeting, and Alan Bly like went through what's coming out in the next few books and blah blah blah, and gave them a list of fucking unit names to put in their books or whatever, right? And they just fucking didn't do it. Like it's just like, what? Huh? What the fuck?
And then Sigismund teabagged everyone at the Siege of Terror just because he wanted it more.
That's the thing. That's why like fucking people who do come up with like these crazy narrative things, it's like totally like it's not through any kind of like you have to go out of your way to be in, like you get an idea and then you have to, like Kieran said, you get an idea from one thing, go to another thing, see what models are available, see if the parts are see if making the army makes any sense, like you have to go out of your way to do it. They don't just make it easy for you to make a fucking narrative army from the book. Like you could just the only start you can do Black Templar guys and that's about all, or maybe one Legion, but it's just by spamming like a special unit. So all of the really cool themed armies you ever see, it's because people have gone out of their way to do it. It's in spite of fucking the authors and everyone. Like no, they never work together. Like they always talk about this meeting, but they never fucking work together. Otherwise, there'd be 10-man plasma gun squads and 10-man las cannon teams and shit shooting people and stuff. But then it never fucking happens. So yeah, you've got to inspire yourself. Yeah,
it feels like the black books are the cold hard facts of what you want, and you can interpolate those cold hard facts into an actual army list that functions.
Yep.
You get, the sense of who the Legion is, where they come from, what numbers they're running with, what their modalities of war are, what their preferences are for warfare. And you're like, okay, I've got the idea in my head now. I'm going to inject that into a list. Whereas I think, because novels they're more character based, because novels are based around characters. You get perspectives from only a handful of different characters, whether they be humans or Marines, But I think what you were saying before, Tim, is pretty significant in that I think there's a term in writing, in actual author writing or literature, Kieran might know, where if you explain too much, it just wrecks the mystery of things and the setting.
Yeah,
it's like what Disney are doing to all their franchises now, where they're got to give an explanation to that person and that person and that person, and give them a spin-off series and give that other character a spin-off series, and they're all just garbage. It's that mystery that triggers your own imagination to make that thing sort of or that character larger than life.
Dude, you can still have that shit too. That's the thing. You just make that happen to Space Marines. Even Space Marines are meant to be these fucking psychos, right? You don't go and they're meant to. they're meant to be. I know the books make it out like it's all Days of Our Lives shit. Like they've all got these interpersonal relationships and shit that I don't give a fuck about because they're just they're just gun pigs. Like my gun pigs are just like legions of dudes just feeding themselves into guns and then just like finally breaking through. Like that's all I want. I want to do that on the tabletop. I want to read about that. I want to watch just like grainy footage of that shit happening. That's why I was like super into. Remember that guy who was making that crazy fucking Cal thing? Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
What his name was?
Death of Hope.
Yeah, Death of Hope. I just want shit like that.
Yeah.
I just want super grim fucking bullshit. I don't want to fucking read a book about who's that fucking who's the Templar guy, the Imperial Fist Templar guy?
Sigismund.
Yeah, Sigismund like crying on Dawn's doorstep because he's like, oh, I've betrayed him and he's pulled his fathership from me. What? It's very War Games books, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, just you can have that shit. But you just change where the point of view is coming from. You can still have that stuff, but just like don't have Primarchs doing it. Don't have fucking Space Marines doing it. It's just so stupid. Like every time I read something where they're walking around in full fucking armor all of the time, that just ruins my immersion straight up. Like I like the way I think of it, and obviously like this is like I'm not telling everyone this is how you have to think, but like the way I think about it is just like I imagine them like these fucking. Remember that that bit in that video in that StarCraft video where the dude's like smoking a cigar and he like walks in the thing and they put all the fucking armor on him. Remember that like that cutscene? And he's just
the whole like Space Marine ripoff thing.
Yeah. Like I just imagine they're not walking around in power armor 100% of the time, but they want you to believe that that's just like it. Just like I don't know. I have like. When I'm playing like these war games, I like to imagine shit actually happening, and there's so much stuff in those books that just ruins my immersion because I'm like, why would they do that? Like, there's just no reason for like so much of that stuff to happen.
Do you want behind the scenes stuff with them out of their armor, or do you want them just dying in droves? No, you don't.
No, yeah, I want them dying in droves. If you have to have that behind the scenes stuff, that can be like humans, because there's tons of humans hanging out with them. There's Terrans. There's fucking humans from Earth. Imagine them as a point of view. Wow, that's mind-blowing. That's like the best point of view you can get. It's another human from Earth describing the shit that he's seeing, like the mind-blowing shit that he's seeing. You need to see it through the lens of another person.
That's what the first few books were all about, with the remembrances. But those bits fucking shit. I want to know about the Marines.
Well, because those guys suck. Yeah, that was mostly about them doing those guys just doing their stupid bullshit. But like. When you're putting it through the lens of a psychologically fucking dull, like just if you read the fucking, you just can't. It's really hard if you want to like hold all of these fucking different ideas in your head. I guess if you've got a photographic memory, like this would be the worst fluff to ever fucking get in your brain because it would just fight each other like fucking nonstop. Like you can't like. It goes through all of the shit about how they're psychologically fucking created so that they don't give a shit about like all the basic fucking shit. Like they just will go and get the job done. They're like, but then they're like looking at a fucking daisy and going, oh, I remember flowers back at my home world. Yes, there's fucking great shit. Like, what the fuck? Give me some just brutal fucking fluff. Bro. It doesn't have to have all the bullshit. That's why Mechanicum is so good. It's got minimal fluff. They squeezed all the fluff down to like 4 pages. So like, and it's all fucking savage shit. That's probably why Mechanicum just like fucking is the best stuff, because they just don't have all this stupid like Days of Our Lives stuff, I guess. Anyway, sorry. I feel like
maybe that's why Mechanicum is so fucking boring, because they don't have anything beyond that.
Yeah, the parallel civilization, dude. They're fucking amazing.
It sounds like you want 40k Space Marines where they're all like hyper indoctrinated and psycho indoctrinated, whereas in the Heresy they are more human than they become in 40k. So
yeah, but they're like 200 years old. They're not, but they still act like babies. Like,
well, they are babies. They're like creepy.
200-year-old baby though. Like imagine the shit they've seen, and they're still like, oh, I can't believe fucking this person died. Like, what the fuck? They're meant to be just these like grim, relentless
things. With someone for 200 years, you might have attachments.
Yeah, and they have been psychologically indoctrinated as well. Like they're not just fucking basic humans. Like they've got way
not to the levels of later on. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, they're not entirely mind. Well, I don't know.
Anyway, Anyway,
I just feel like they small timed it by telling you what the Emperor's thinking and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck?
And yet you want Emperor rules and an Emperor model for the game.
I do want Emperor rules because the Emperor's in the black books, right? Like he does shit.
I'm the opposite. I'm happy to hear like bits from the Emperor's perspective, but I don't want an Emperor model. Like, how the fuck are you going to make rules for that?
Yeah, that's like the I win model.
Yeah,
you know, how many points is a Warlord Titan? He's got to be like at least 3 Warlord Titans.
Yeah. Oh well, you'd think so.
I think there was a comment. I'm just trying to find it back in the chat.
Oh, people are slamming
it's
me.
from our very own Giles King. Here we go. How would you even write rules for the Emperor?
Strength 10, toughness 10, initiative 10, weapon skill 10. Well,
movement 10.
It's a massive contradiction because like I hate that shit, but also fucking the Master of Mankind is my favorite book because it's got tons of that shit. Yeah. So it's just kind of like I hate myself for loving it so much. But the like he's pretty and if you read like that story where with him and Horus and they fall down the huge hole, remember that? And they fall down this like endless hole and Abaddon as well. And he's like getting fucked up by this orc guy and then he like saves him. So he can be killed. It's just it takes like a knight-sized orc to try and strangle him to death, I guess.
I suppose that's just what you were saying before. Like the rules can never match the novels, and you know the armies we make will never match the novels either. And that's just an issue that all settings have. Like
they put Nagash in fantasy though. Nagash is in fantasy, and Nagash in fantasy would be like the amount of magic and shit he can summon, and like did he cast a spell that killed everyone in Nehekra and then raised them as undead? Like
exactly, like but
pretty good spell. Like
it's the same thing with like Lord Croak or Teclis. You can't have, you know, they have to be less powerful in game than they would be like in the lore. Otherwise, they just defeat every army by themselves. So
yeah. I just think it's and like I don't even have a custode army, so I'm not going to fucking put him on the table personally. But I would like to fight against him. I'd like to throw robots at him, see if I can kill him. Also, the fact that the fact that you mention him, like, oh, this character has to be the general unless the Emperor is present on the battlefield, is the biggest fucking honey dick ever.
True, right?
Don't fucking not produce Emperor rules if you say that shit, because now you look like fuckheads forever. You look like fuckheads forever. Because you're not going to go back and fix it. They're not going to go back to second edition 40k, for example, and suddenly go, oh, here's an errata for that. Oh, here's a couple extra characters we forgot about. They're not going to do that. So they're not going to do that with second ed Heresy. So now they look like fuckheads forever. Because you didn't deliver. You didn't fucking deliver. And second ed is the only rule book that has a shout out to podcasts as well. You know that the third edition book doesn't have a shout out to podcasters and content creators? Just saying, bro.
The real reason we haven't had any Eye of Horus.
I don't know. I've been told that third person. I don't have a copy of the rules, but Michael does. Have you actually unwrapped the book out of the box?
Yeah. I've read the book. Yeah.
Oh, you read it?
I haven't read all the. Yeah, I've read all the rules. I didn't go back and read all the fluff and stuff because I feel like I'm pretty well versed. So I probably missed out on all the stuff that they're kind of retconning into it. But I read all the rules and stuff.
If only he had like a best friend / co-host to play the game with, he'd probably be in like.
Yeah, if only somebody would play a game with me. I think they're too scared that person might actually like it and then have to like go, oh yeah, wasn't that?
No, get fucked. No, no. There's a saying called "fool me once," whatever the fuck that is. Fool me once, fooling me. No, fooling you. Fool me twice.
George
fool
Bush
me with the third edition. Yeah, fool me with the second edition. Fooling me. No, you.
Fool me twice. You can't fool me again. Yeah.
Fool me with the third edition. Fool on me. See, and I ain't no fool. Ain't no fool.
Right. Let's move on.
Wait, hold on.
Down memory lane.
Okay, can I just give you one piece of information because I saw that Kat was in the chat before. He's moved house and he was in his new house unpacking shit in his hobby room and he had his stream on. And he showed me, remember, like anyone who remembers the show, remember that Kat claims that he smashed his old Alpha Legion. Remember he had a really nicely, awesomely painted Ultramarines army, which was actually Alpha Legion. There was secretly Alpha Legion, like some of the paint. Yeah. This is way
How
early. This
long
is
ago
like
are we talking now?
like first couple of years of Heresy. It was fucking amazingly painted. Cat's like an extremely good hobbyist. Painted this really nice army, and it's got all like secret like little glyphs and things. And if you look at it, you just go Ultramarines, and then you look closely, you can see all the fucking shit. After some event, after like Act of Heresy 2, I think it was, he just like he claims that he smashed the army. And for years, this is like 10 years ago, and for years I've been like, nah, I don't reckon he actually smashed it. I reckon he'll just like reappear one day. That's like the Alpha Legion way. No, it turns out he did smash it because he had it like in a box, just like someone had just swiped it off a table into one of those like China Forge boxes and just thrown it. And he'd like, yeah, there we go. Because he's an artist, baby. There we go. But yeah, he showed me, he tipped the box on its side, and you could see that it was just like an extremely nicely painted 3,000 point army that's been smashed into little bits.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was like,
a big
God
box
damn.
again.
So that's true.
So,
That's like that's a myth finally solved after 10 years.
In light of you guys coming on, we thought we'd prepare like a few lighthearted heresy questions for us all to have a go at and have a laugh at. I think Kieran, do you have those up?
Yeah, I've got them here.
Depending on how long they take for us to shit talk our way through all these questions.
No, Michael has to answer it. Michael has to do some ranting now. It's hard. You can't get Michael upset about anything. Like, it's fucking, I can't, like,
man, life
like,
is
try
too
and rile
short
him
to
up.
get upset about things.
You guys are just the yin and yang. That's why.
Yeah. Tim does the ranting for me, and I'm like, yeah, some of that.
How else does the podcast last 10 years?
That's right.
Yeah, we've been doing this for
Right.
like, how long have we been hanging out? Like almost longer than 30 years now.
Fucking
Something like that.
forever, yeah.
Forever.
Oh, playing 30K, yeah, since like 40K, 1995. I think I bought the box, the rule box.
Yeah, probably
rule box? Is that what it's called?
Let's call
rule
it
box.
Now. It's the rule box.
Box set, the second-hand box set. Yeah, fuck. So that's 95. So that's 30 years.
Insane.
Jesus.
Kieran, do you want to go ahead and reel off the first question? I've got no like heading or title for this segment, but we're just gonna run it anyway.
So
questions from Kieran.
Adam and I were trying to think of some cryptid-related questions for you guys, but the only thing we know about cryptids is like what we've heard from you guys and Radio Free Isfahan. Like that's my full cryptid like education, just listening to you guys. So I couldn't think of anything original cryptid related. But you guys are famous for exposing Dawn for eating cats. So what does Perturabo eat?
The thing that comes to mind immediately is dicks.
Well, they're going to say cornflakes and feces.
Oh yeah, good actually.
Holy shit!
Oh, jeez, that's a really good question. I don't know. I reckon it'd be super basic. I don't know.
Well, he's got a fair like rig on him, right? He's got a sloppy rig, so.
Perturbo, yeah. Just potato chips, pies.
Someone saying Imperial Fists.
Anything beige? Yeah, anything beige.
It'd be boring as shit. Yeah, it'd be like, I don't know, murder.
He'd have a super
cabbage.
shit. Yeah, he'd have a super shit diet because he's such a fucking just like.
Yeah, all he'd have is like highly
engineer.
processed chicken tendies in the oven at home.
Oh yeah, he's on that level.
Because he's such a child.
Covered with motor oil and cabbage.
Yeah, and sweet chili sauce or something.
Yeah.
All right, next one. I think we covered that one pretty well. Do you guys have a favorite battle or theater of war in the Heresy?
Oh, that is a good one.
It's tough.
I like the thing that really inspired me early on from the fluff and the bits and pieces of the story was the battle for Thal. And that massive fleet engagement with the Iron Warriors and the Imperial Fists. That's what made me want to start an Imperial Fists army, and that's what made me like just randomly paint up Breacher squads after book 1, just because I wanted to use that unit. And then they just happened to be good when the actual rules came out. Yeah, I was doing it in book 1, so I wasn't jumping on that bandwagon. I just got super fucking lucky. But that was one of the things that really interested me. I love void warfare, and that was pretty fucking intense.
Awesome. What about you, Tim?
I don't know. Like the exemplary battles just blow my
It'll have
mind.
to be the Schism of Mars because it's only mech.
The exemplary battles just blow my mind so hard that it's like, whenever I think
so many
about
good ones.
like I'm still in just the Crusade era. Like when my guys are fighting in campaigns, I imagine they've just come from fucking kicking the shit out of fucking Eldar or something, and they're just like, holy fuck, you've turned bad, and then just like, brutal guerrilla war. Because I'm Iron Hands, like I always imagine them, coming in from the fucking Eastern Fringe or wherever the fuck they came from, meeting up, going to Istvan, just like, and then just like kicking the shit out of some dudes. So Istvan's pretty much like the one that I always think of, but it's really the exemplary battles that, like all that crazy shit, the battle, like the huge, like the Crusade era stuff. That they're really like every fucking exemplary battle from there is better than most of the battles of the Heresy. It feels like, except for like, like fucking obviously like the Istvan 5 is fucking awesome, and Siege of Terror is awesome. I think like the Calth, what happened at Calth is really awesome as well. It was like Istvan 5 but for the fucking Ultramarines. And the Thramas Crusade, that's Thramas, right? The Dark Angels and the Night Lords just fucking going at it.
Yep.
That fucking is also, I love that because it just blows Ortis' minds, because they're just like, oh, but how did the fucking Night Lords do this? Oh, they're just bad. They're just like war crimes dudes. And you're like, no, like it goes through the fucking fluff. If you read it, it says a lot of them are war crimes, guys. But the Terror Cadres are like the most advanced fucking psychopaths ever. And fucking, that's how they destroyed the Premier Legion. Like the Dark Angels are the Legion. Like they're like the dudes that everyone didn't want to fucking have anything to do with. And the Night Lords fucking literally got to the point in the story, if you read the Thramas Crusade, where like fucking Lionel Johnson is like hiding in a hole, just going like, ah! And then the White Scars come in, and then a group of White Scars who were previously traitors realize that they're on the wrong side and save them. If you read that book, read exactly what it says. The Night Lords fucking fuck the Dark Angels so hard that they literally are fucked. Like they're like, there's Titans raining shit on fucking Lionel Johnson. Like he's like he's on a 12-foot table and he's at one end, and there's a Warlord Titan just shooting him in the face. Like and he's rolling 4+ saves every fucking turn. Like that's why it's that's probably my favorite one, just because it's so fucking crazy, because it explains how it happens. Because you're like, how did the Night Lords just do that? That's silly. They had one of the best fleets. They have fucking terror tactics. The Dark Angels were just like, oh, we have to save these humans. Like, oh, we need to make sure that the entire fucking like 5 billion people, 5 trillion fucking motherfuckers in this whole part of the galaxy don't die. And
of course,
that's how the Night Lords fucks them. Yeah, it goes through it. Like it explains. It's fucking sick.
Is the main campaign that doesn't really have any novels about it either, so that's just perfect for you, bro. None of that. You don't need to ruin the setting for you.
The story's in the black books, and it's like it's spelled out, and I don't think there's any fucking Primarch point of view shit there. But it has one of the most badass things. It has one of the most badass things ever in the fucking entire thing to do with Primarchs, which is when Lionel Johnson is just like, "Oh, this battle's fucked. We're gonna call down the fucking." I remember when he's fighting. Is he fighting on a moon or something? And he's just like, "Oh, we're fucked." Like, and he does the fucking special protocol, which is just like anyone whose toughness 4 or under has to just fuck off the planet. And then that giant chunk of ship like breaks off his ship and like comes down and crashes, and all the Silica Animus come out. And then him and the Silica Animus just solo like an entire like continent of fucking Mechanicum shit. That's fucking the best shit ever. Like, it's so fucking good. And it didn't at one point, and there was no point where it was like, and then fucking Lionel Johnson was like, yes, it's going to cost many lives to do this gambit, and then I wonder if I should really do it, and thinking it through. He doesn't fucking do any of that. He just fucking presses some buttons and this shit happened. That's why it's fucking awesome. Anyway, Thramas Crusade. Goat. No fucking days of our lives, just fucking relentless fucking Astarte gunpig carnage.
Yeah, we've established that you don't like anything with flavor, but have you listened to the Mortarian Primarch novel? Because that covers the I know you're a fan of when the fourth horseman was smashed into the city as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That novel covers that.
Oh really?
Oh, I haven't read that one.
But,
I haven't listened
neither
to
have
that
I.
yet.
and I don't think it really has too much of the Primarch's. It shows a little bit of his childhood, but apart from that, it doesn't really show too much of like what he's thinking during the battle. It's more from the perspective of his Marines, but it does cover a little bit of his childhood. So maybe steer clear of that one. Adam, do you have a favorite battle?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I do like Chondax. I think Chondax is sick. And it's explained really well in the Black Books and in Scars, which is probably like, I don't know, top 5 novels in the Heresy series, along with Master of Mankind. I really like Chondax. I really like, not wanting to sound like a special snowflake or anything like that, I do like Prospero. Only because I
Prospero's
got my
good.
boys represented in there, and it just shows how fucking hypocritical the Space Wolves actually are.
I didn't even read all that shit. I just read about the Sisters of Silence.
Theaters that I've got like the softest spot for, I think. Yeah.
I gotta say, like, those Space Wolf books, Thousand Suns books, Thousand Suns, Prospero Burns, they changed my opinion on Space Wolves. They used to be one of my least liked legions until I read that, and I was just like, oh shit, these guys have actually got some character, some background, and some flavor. I really like these guys now.
Nice. All right, let's start with another question. Time for another serious one. Which Primarch is most likely to have a lisp?
Oh shit, Vulcan.
Horus.
Vulcan. He's like
Horus.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, Vulcan, yeah. Vulcan would be hilarious.
Mike Tyson. He's got a face tat. I always think he's Mike Tyson.
All right.
I've got headcanon where I imagine him talking like Mike Tyson.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, some
All
of the
right,
shit
Michael's
he
won
says
that
in
one.
those books.
I think we can move on from that one. That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
fuck.
Kieran, you keep asking questions. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go away from my keyboard. I'll be right back.
Oh, fucking hell. All right.
Shit.
Jeez, that's too
Just gonna
good.
go put a call in.
Angwan. Angwan.
So-
That's a good one too.
Fucking hell. Angwan.
Yeah, good one, Mujiz. Good call, man.
The butcher's nails. Yeah, fucking hell. Raging out and spitting everywhere. Oh,
Oh my
goddamn.
god.
All right. If you
Wait, just for the record, Michael, I always imagine Vulcan as who's that like English black dude that hosts the cooking shows? You know, Ainsley. You know that
Ainsley,
gif, like,
yeah.
I always think him. Anyway, sorry.
If you could swap the loyalty of one loyalist and one traitor legion, which legions would they be?
Oh, that's a good one. I want someone to explore the how the loyalists would deal with Conrad Kurtz's war crimes. Just like, yeah, Conrad, you're good now. How does he now interact with everything? Are they just like, bro, you got to chill out on the skinning, or like, how does that work? I think I put the Night Lords on the loyalist side.
Heresy. Yeah.
Say again.
He was already kind of a renegade before the heresy. Like they were getting ready to kind of deal with him, and then somehow he still got sent to Isfahan to sanction Horus. So I don't know what's going on there.
And loyalists go bad. Geez, that's a good one. I'd probably like to see one of the real uptight ones. Maybe Imperial Fists, maybe. I think that would be interesting. See what Dawn's pent up issues are. Just let him off the chain.
Imagine that. Yeah, I don't know how that would work with him controlling Terra. That would be a hectic situation.
Well, you'd have to swap them. You have to swap them so that Nighthorner is in charge of the Imperial.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
obviously.
Conrad Kurz, the Praetorian. Yeah.
What we're gonna need is a whole lot of human skin to cover these walls.
So I don't know. This wall's pretty overrated. I'm just gonna turn it into a haunted house, and then they'll be too scared. Yeah, haunted house.
These battlements don't scream loud enough. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm a bit of a basic bitch. I would like to see, I think, the Iron Hands and the Emperor's Children swap, and have the same kind of storyline with Fulgrim dying.
Yeah.
Instead of Ferris. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
All those demon robots. Yeah, just like total robo
that'd be hectic.
demonology.
Can you imagine that? Yeah, full demon engines. That'd be insane.
It would be cool to have like a trader Primarch die earlier, and then that whole legion just go spastic and go like third party. Like
like a full black shields
like,
legion kind of thing.
Or like if the word bearers, because like fucking word bearer guy should have died in this one. Like Korak should have just like cut his fucking head off easily. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But if it had happened,
so many close calls.
Yeah, if it had happened, that would have been awesome to see the word bearers just go like, let's just fucking run wild and just turn on everybody. It'd be cool to have more sort of like
if the word bearers stayed loyal and they just like went, all right, well, if the Emperor doesn't want us, let's just switch to Catholicism. super Jesus.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next question: which legion has the worst models, not including the Space Wolves?
No one else has upside down pistols. I mean, come on.
No, exactly. I had to ban them because they've got like obviously faulty models.
Yeah. This might be controversial, but I've been spending a lot of time looking at Night Lord Raptors. I just find the proportions all off, and the kit's not very creative, and there's like some real weird design choices. Like there's one guy I can't figure out whether he's got like stockings on his arms or whether he's got flesh hanging off his own. I just don't get it, and I'm just like, fuck. So I'd say Night Lord's Raptors. The Terminators are okay, but just from looking at them the most recently.
Oh, I know the arm you're talking about. Yeah, sort of like flesh bag arm.
Yeah,
like found someone like a space marine found a human who had an arm bigger than a space marine.
Yeah,
so much bigger that he could skin that arm and wear it over the top of his power armor. Think about how fucking crazy it is. It must be an ogre in a hand. It must be an ogre in an arm.
Magically shrunk his original arm down to the original human size. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, it is strange.
I think it's the really early legions. Unfortunately, they just haven't aged well most of the time. So, like someone in the chat has just said, the World Eaters, like their rampages are pretty fucking terrible.
Really?
The giant heads,
yeah, and the Reavers for the Sons of Horus. Like they've all got like really nice design aesthetics, but just the way they're sculpted and the proportions of them are all pretty dodgy. For the newer models, I'm not a massive fan of the Blood Angel models.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you ready for some controversy? I hate the Blood Angel. Yeah, I think they're dog shit. Like
Dawnbreakers are dog shit.
Yeah.
They just don't fit with some of the other stuff. It's like there's random shit throughout the mix where you're like, what the fuck? Like the I don't like the Raven Guard big shoulder boys, whatever they're called, the more Dathon or something. Something about them, I'm just like, these suck.
Okay.
The Blood Angels, it's like all of them. Except I think the Terminators. I like the Terminators with the shields. I think
they're
not
okay.
too bad.
Yeah,
they do have very narrow waists though. Like
I guess corsets. Yeah.
They've just got very chunky detail, don't they? Like very chunky trim on them. It just looks very kind of.
Well, the crazy thing is, some of those
Blood Angels have copped it, haven't they? Over the editions, like they've got a really poor model range overall. The rules weren't that spectacular. They had to wait God knows how long.
They were one of the last books,
out rules.
Book 8 or something, right? Cygnus was Cygnus was the only one before the Dark Angels.
They were made waiting for so long, and then when they finally dropped, it was nothing special. In second edition, they were dog shit, and in third edition, they've somehow gotten worse.
Well, they did. Their fluff was made better though. Their fluff was made better, like that Cygnus book. Although the rules, they're just like whatever. The fluff were about their legion and how they were like the most shit-canned legion. They were even worse than the Night Lords before they got their Primarch. They were just like the super like, it's easy to just smash these dudes out and mass produce them. Just Who gives a fuck? Just get them to eat the brains of the dead guys to gain their memories about what, and we'll just feed them into the guns. And then the Primarch comes along and he's like, "Hey, we're better than this."
Slightly.
But yeah, I didn't think they were better. I think they were better back when they were just like the. And if I had to do a Proto Legion, that's definitely my first choice. Is the what were they called too? Corpse Grinders? No,
Yeah.
No,
Something.
Revenant
Grinders-
Legion, wasn't it?
Revenant Legion.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think
Was it
it's something
Revenant
to do with
Oh,
undead
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
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 Oh, Corpse
Yeah.
Grinders is the Iron Warrior. Sorry, but yeah, I would definitely that'd be my first go-to choice, just because it just mass-produced fucking, and it's just such a crazy contrast to what they are in 40k, which is the most bespoke, like fucking artists, sort of long-lived guys rather than the expendable shitlords. Like it's like they just went, oh, how are we gonna what fluff are we gonna do for these guys? How are we gonna make them stand out? And they went, put it through a fucking crazy prism. So yeah, the fluff is the only thing. I will tell you though, like it's crazy that some of the oldest models hold up better than some, like those. Who sculpted the fire drakes and the the shield termies for the salamanders? Was that someone in the chat will know? Who was the same guy who did? Is it Edgar Sturmer-Moresky or something? Sturmer-Moresh?
Yeah,
I can't say his name.
Sturmerovsky. I don't know if he sculpted.
Didn't he do those? Someone in the chat will know, but some of those early, really early stuff. Do you remember that, like the Iron Hands?
Like the Phoenix Terminators.
The Iron Hands and the Emperor's Children are fucking
Gorgons.
amazing. Like the proportions on the Emperor's Children are a bit dodgy these days, but I think the Medusa
Mike Philhand says
will hold up really well.
Yeah, Mike says they're all by Edgar. Yeah.
Right.
The Iron Hand Shield guys, whatever they're called. I'm starting to forget all these names.
Immortals.
Medusa and Immortals.
Yeah, Immortals.
That's
Oh man.
yeah.
Mwah, chef's kiss. That shit, fucking, that stuff holds up. The fact that they ever let that Edgar dude leave is just like one of the greatest injustices. Like losing both him from the company and Alan Bly is just like, like imagine how different things would have been. Holy shit!
I think the fact that they're Mark III made a big difference because it made them much chunkier than the others, which have aged poorly in Mark IV and Mark II, which are very skinny. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Legion does have shit models. The Ultramarines.
Yeah, true.
The suzerain look terrible.
They've aged really badly.
And I'm just having a look at the range now. Their Contempt of
Remus
Dreadnought
isn't good either.
was one of the last ones to be released, and honestly, it looks so fucking phoned in. It's not funny, like it's dog shit. And even their new Praetor models, like the one in Artificer armor and the one in Terminator armor, they do not do anything for me at all.
Yeah, they're a bit too much covered in paraphernalia, aren't they? Just you can do too much.
I think the Artificer is not too bad.
It's
but
not nothing really kind of screams Ultramarines either. It's just like generic paraphernalia. Oh, we need to make this model look busy. Here, we'll just slap some
screams Ultramarines though, doesn't it? Generic, like.
Dude, one of their special units was just a fucking set of heads. Remember, like the
shields and swords,
like the chest plate and a head. Remember the jump packy boys?
Oh yeah,
they didn't even make a fucking kit for them. The thing I will say about I actually like those suzerains, except the thing I will say is that most of the time you see them, they're terrible recasts. Like fucking when they made those, they must have made them so fine that recasters just couldn't fucking figure what the fuck was going on. The Russians or Chinese or Bulgarians or whatever just like couldn't fucking figure out how to recast them properly, because you just see them, they look so shit. Like anyway, are you allowed to talk about even did I say the R word?
Even generic Forge World, like proper legitimate Forge World quality on them sucks anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I do like them though. They look cool. Those axes are rad. Like their whole shield.
Axes are cool, and the shields are cool, even though the shields are like super chunky. But the actual models themselves,
the design is cool, but they're super chunky.
Ooh.
Are they in the novels? Those guys? Are they ever mentioned? Okay, all right.
No.
The
See, I
Praetorian.
don't actually
like
I don't like that novel. No Fear. Everyone sings its praises because it's Dan Abnett, and everyone's like licking his bag. But I don't like that novel.
Yeah,
I will
think
lick
the
his bag for a
Praetorian-
few things, like Gaunt's Ghost and stuff. Gaunt's Ghost would make me lick his
Yeah,
bag.
just not heresy stuff.
And early Eisenhunt, like the
Lost
early
Saturn.
Inquisitor stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eisenhorn is sick.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Which legion has the worst name?
Oh, so many contenders.
White Scars is pretty lame. Night Lords is pretty lame as well, I reckon.
Yeah. Fuck. I was thinking about this the other day. They just, it's so
Oh no,
like,
it has to be Space Wolves. Like, how fucking
yeah.
how generic and shit is that? Space
Yeah.
Wolves. No, it has to be Space Wolves. Fucking hell.
That's what I always think. They're always like, there's no wolves on Fenris, all this shit. And you're like, you motherfuckers called yourselves Space Wolves? So fucking, you're the ones, like, when people say, where are the wolves? You started the wolf
Yeah.
shit. Like, why is everything called wolf shit, cunts? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The irony of it is like that stereotypical Space Wolf player, he like says, "Yeah, my spirit animal is definitely a wolf."
Yeah.
My spirit, what? Yeah, my spirit fucking animal is a
My
Viking.
spirit animal is wolf. Yeah,
Cats
Ah,
made
shit.
the point here
full
that
like
they
Dave
call the
Filoni
Space Wolves,
style. You know what I mean?
they call them the Rout in the novels.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the White Scars, where they call them like the Ordo of Jagatai. I think these legions with shit fucking names,
Yeah.
they've tried to make them a little bit more serious with some
Renamed.
like renames, in the novels, just to make them not sound like such a joke.
Iron Warriors is pretty lame as well, but I guess that's what you get from
Yeah.
an unimaginative Primarch.
Yeah, it's pretty generic.
Yeah, who
isn't it?
likes chicken tendies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to make these dudes serious, but these guys are like, I'm gonna hang wolf tails on my guns, and I'm gonna have a shield, like a wooden shield that I take
And a
into
leather
combat and
mask.
stuff. Like, and I'm gonna wear a leather mask and
I
like,
want to
you
recreate.
guys are
the
doing it
camp.
to
Or
yourselves.
like
Like,
a wet leopard.
yeah, like even if you want us to call you the rat, what's all the other shit? You fucking dudes are doing it to yeah. Yeah. What about the Raven Guard's pretty basic. Iron Hands, and then the guy being called Ferrus Manus, which means Iron Man, right? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
They're definitely
No,
Ultra-
it means iron hands. Like Manus is in like Manipul is in like It's really
Also, Ultramarines, the Ultramarines. Like, what do they have a separate name for themselves, or do they call themselves the Ultramarines? Because that's pretty like, I'm Ultra, bro. Like, fucking not just Super Marines.
It's like
We're
Ultra.
Ultra. They're like Mega Marine. That's like
Ultramarine is
Background,
actually the like the name of the color blue.
it's the color.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, named after the color.
Which legion has the best name?
Whoa, best name. Shit.
I actually like Night Lords. I think Night Lords is
pretty
cool.
sick. Alpha Legion's
Night
pretty
Lords is
sick.
metal as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, I think Night Lords is good. I know Karen thinks it's like pretty dumb, but it's nighttime,
Dark
bro.
Angels.
It's
Dark
scary.
Angels are pretty sick. And I'm biased, but I think Emperor's Children are pretty sweet as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty. Yeah, that one
Alpha
makes
Legion's
sense.
pretty sick. Just like who the Chads are straight off the bat.
Yeah. It was like
Compensated
50-50
name,
whether
yeah.
you got a good name or a fucking shitbird name. So,
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's that name is just what they call the codex, a book when the product for those miniatures, right? Like when I think of the legions, they don't fucking Iron Hands. They never even say that shit. They just say
The 10th Legion, yeah.
or Iron
Yeah.
10th, maybe.
Yeah.
Iron 10th. It's like maybe like the Imperial Guard call them that, but like fucking they all just call themselves by the Legion, right? Because like if
The
some of the
Stormwalkers.
some of the best parts of those books is when they're talking to the Emperor, or when the custodes are talking amongst themselves, and they're like, "Oh, did you see fucking number 8 just went fucking crazy? You see fucking they're sending number 6 to go and kick his ass. Like it's just fucking like they're just fucking just data. It's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
And that's how I imagine legions too. It's like number 10 and number fucking 9, and like whatever.
It's
Like,
true. That's how I think of them as well. I think of the numeral usually. Yeah. All
Word
right.
bearers is also dumb as fuck.
All right, do we have one more question?
I don't know. We got a few more, but the next one up is after Erebus, who is the most hated character in the Heresy?
yeah.
Logger.
Lorgar.
He's the biggest baby.
He doesn't
He's such a
deserve it.
bitch,
Lorgar,
man. He's a
nah,
bitch.
Lorgar's
He's a
cool.
total bitch. What, Lorgar? Cry,
he
the
tried
dude
to
who cries all the
he tried to
time.
usurp Horus. That takes a day. That takes some plums, yeah.
If
Tim
you
doesn't
condensed
like flavor and emotion.
all of the paragraphs where it talks about how he's crying and the tears are dropping down through his gold face paint and all this, and his mascara is running.
Yeah.
That's like fucking off. That's probably a full fucking page of a novel of that shit. Like, come on, bro, stop crying, dude. The Emperor said you can't worship shit, and like,
I've got to agree with like some of the guys in the chat, like Eidolon, yeah, what a shitbird, yeah, Grammaticus.
he's a
I'm just
fucker.
like, stop being a fucking peasant cunt, like, it's like, fuck, there's so many fucking shitbirds.
John Grammaticus, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Just stop it.
Crank. No, no, we're not getting
Oh yeah, Crank and Zibes, yeah.
They're just boring.
Yeah, we can't forget about Crank and Zibes.
So
Most
many fucking-
hated.
Just that's so hard because there's so many.
Yeah, I've got a personal grudge with Sigismund, but that's just because he's like a complete like
plot armor.
Mary Sue. Yeah, just can't do anything wrong, and he's just better because he wants it more.
Stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I don't want to
stinks,
pick
yeah.
on the Iron Warriors again, but sometimes Rogel Dawn, like just reading it, he's just written like a fuckhead. It's just like, bro, just chill the fuck out.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
a
he's
reasonable
yeah,
person.
Perturabo?
anti-Semitism for sure, yeah.
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 In fact, Rogel Dawn would probably have a list, I reckon. That's my answer to that.
Yeah. He just has cat flavored shaped fucking tendies all day. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not expected.
Cat breath.
I don't like how Rogaldon bullies the Space Marines either. Like, you know
Yeah.
how like he does all that shit to his little son guy, sword guy, and then he slaps Nathaniel Garrow. Remember that? Well, that's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a bitch move. If you're strength 6, you can't be slapping dudes in your own fucking team. And it's because the guy said Horus has gone bad, and there's going to be a huge civil war, and he's like his first thing is just like, oh, that can't be true, and just like slap him across the face.
Like for
What?
a bunch of people, for a bunch of people who are supposed to be the most strategic, thoughtful, high-end thinkers in the galaxy, like just to react emotionally like that and hit Garrow and go, "No, you're fucking full of shit, cunt." Like,
And
as
they fought.
opposed to,
They
like,
fought.
just going, "Oh, tell me
they fought
more. Let's just examine
200
this."
Yeah, they fought over 200 years of crusade. They've been non-stop fighting, doing fucking just adult shit, and then they just suddenly go, time to be babies. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, is that some Eldar trick? It's like fucking Eldrad, Yulthrin, like teleport in, like into their bedroom and scramble their fucking brains all like at the end of the crusade or something. Like, what the fuck? The crusade's not even finished either. Yeah, at least it just doesn't, like, they go for 200 years, and like there's a few scraps and things, or the Night of the Wolf and all that shit. But like, and the thing where they fuck up Angron. Remember the is it the Space Wolves that fuck up Angron on some battlefield somewhere as well?
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it only goes full baby mode, right? Like after 200 years, like it just seems so fucking baby mode. The Heresy's gone baby mode.
Writing them also. What order?
Yeah. So if you just stick to the black books, oh my god, everything's amazing. The Primarchs are fucking so cool. You don't fucking hear them bitch about shit. They just do relentless fucking shit, like drive the fucking Fourth Horseman into a hive city, fucking call down the like Silica Animus and fucking go turbo crazy. Fucking Horus fights a whole knight, fights a knight, just fucking smashes a knight to death with his mace, like a fucking knight. Like, just all cool shit. That's what the black books are about. And then you get to the novels, and it's like, let's just like
baby
mode.
It's just baby mode. Yeah,
yeah.
Even the black books almost make some of the shit make sense with the Primarchs turning bad and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just so small time. What I'd love to do is just like get Elon Musk to buy Games Workshop, and then get Grok to rewrite the Heresy, but let me edit it, and I would just fucking change it. So I would make it like so much more fucking grim and so much more fucking insane. Just like it's just hundreds and hundreds of words just describing like these fucking crazy fucking atrocities and the whole downfall of the Imperium, because it's like an insane fucking tragedy what happens if you read the fluff and take it and try and imagine that it's real, which is just like a hobby of mine. It's fucking like terrible what happens. Like they fuck up the entire galaxy, like shit, like everything's fucked by the end of it. And that's why 40K is just an inferior version of the Heresy era. Like it's just like the remnants of shit, like all the best stuff. Both sides were like, either we fight over it or we destroy it so the other side can't have it. And that's all the best shit. And then you fucking like 40,000 years later, 30,000, whatever the fuck it is, 10,000 years later, you just get the fucking scraps. No wonder they're like, yeah, exactly. So that'd be awesome to rewrite it and just have zero points of view of the fucking Primarchs. They're just these like insane fucking dudes, just like doing crazy fucking shit, you know.
And the Mechanicum won. That's it.
Yeah. Oh well, I
can't wait to read about Kelbohal rolling terror at the end of.
But that's the thing. If the Primarchs aren't doing if the Primarchs aren't doing fucking baby mode shit, they're actually a lot more like, oh yeah, cool. I care more about this guy. But when you have to read just all these pages
taking
about
it a bit more seriously, right?
Yeah, you got to read these pages about Lorgar crying, and you got to read these pages about Pro Turbo fucking assembling, fucking like imagine this. What sort of fucking nerd just like assembles small replica models of things in their fucking like garage
who would do
or whatever?
that? Who the fuck would do that?
What a fucking freak show! It's just impossible to find anything in common with those sorts of characters.
You're like, this kid's got way too many pieces.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, logically as well, like, yeah, logically the Emperor should have just subcontracted the whole heresy out to the Mechanicum, and then just like, okay, just sit in my palace and do fucking shit. I'll just make twice as many custodes just in case, and then just let the Mechanicum, because the Mechanicum would be like, okay, cool. Every single world we go to, we get 1% of its population to turn into tech thralls, and the Emperor's like, spits on his hand and shakes hands with like a robot arm or whatever. Okay, and then just like imagine the army, just 1% of every. Sorry.
Do you think he could trust the Mechanicum though?
Yeah, because they think there's factions with
heresy at some stage.
Well, there's factions within the Mechanicum who some of them believe that he is the Emperor, and that's if you're not having to worry about conquering the galaxy and managing your 20 fucking sons who are all fuckheads and just like they were fine when I met them, and then fucking 200 years later they fucking like all went baby mode and started just trashing every fucking thing that like I spent all my time personally going and conquering. If you don't have to do all that and you're just sitting around Terra and you've got time to just manipulate the Mechanicum into getting what you want, it's fucking, that's easy. Like you don't have to worry about like psychological quality assurance that just like doesn't exist in fucking the Emperor's labs for some reason. Like he just makes these 20 dudes and like, okay, I've put my fucking blood, sweat, and tears into these guys. Nothing can go wrong. I've got them like I've studied all my gene craft and I've got everything. You just didn't expect that like some toddler DNA stayed in there somehow.
Well, obviously the Mechanicum couldn't have got it done, otherwise he would have tried that, I reckon.
Whoa, maybe.
Not quick enough. All right, last
not. You can't get as many books out of that though. That's a three three novel set.
Yeah. 11111010. It's 2016 and you're at the Heresy Weekender. All of a sudden you see Alan Bly sitting at a table by himself and you go over to him. He says, "Hi, do you have a question for me?" What do you ask him?
Shit, 2016. Fuck.
First thing I would say, hey, did Simon Elson really tell you that you could paint up Primaris Marines in Sons of Horus colors?
Is it true or not?
Is that true or not? On your deathbed? Because apparently that's what that Simon Elson dude reckons. I don't like. Obviously, that period of the heresy is done and dusted, but I would like to know the answer to that. And there's definitely people in the chat who would agree with me. Now, before we answer, can I ask you a question? A moral question?
Of course.
Go.
If you're Alan Bly, would you want to be contacted via a seance.
Whoa.
And the moral question is, like, do you think, like, because some of us have been talking about doing a seance and trying to, Michael, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
To Alan Bly, but I'm worried, and the only reason we haven't done it, Ben Martin reckons he can do it. Spencer will be involved. Like, we've got a whole bunch of wizards like lead them and stuff.
Yeah, like
it's not the technical. The technical, that's not a problem. The only reason I haven't greenlit it at Eye Of Horus Con or something like that is because, do you think his family would be pissed? Because, and does that outweigh? Because if you go and look at Alan Bly's book, like he had a blog thing where he listed all his favorite books and all that other shit. I feel like if I was Alan Bly, I'd like want, like, just based off his fucking reading list and stuff.
So
and
say that you
interviews and
did
stuff.
get in contact with him. What question would you ask him?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. That's what I was circling back to that.
There you go. It comes back to the question anyway.
But I'm just looking for the green light to do it. I'm just looking to push responsibility onto someone else. But the only reason is, like, what do you think in the chat? Say, would that be rude or not? Because, like, I as much as Michael and I fucking talk shit and we're motherfuckers, we try not to be rude. Like, we're not rude. Like, not like we are, like we say rude shit. Yeah, but we're not rude, and other people will know what I'm talking about. So I'm just looking to shirk responsibility and not. I don't want bad karma. At least not from that.
I feel like any sort of hoodoo like that will earn you bad karma, though.
Is that what you're saying, Michael?
Doesn't matter who you're contacting.
Man, I know enough. I've read enough shit to know that you just don't fuck with that shit.
But haven't you only read about this stuff when it goes wrong? Like,
yeah, but it's not going to be Alan Bly. It's going to be someone like Hitler pretending to be him, saying some crazy shit.
Like a lower vibrational entity.
Yeah, it's going to be a trickster spirit who's going to be trying to manipulate us, do some crazy shit. Like, probably, like, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You can definitely shield yourself from trickster spirits and lower vibrational entities. Like, there's ways to do that. I'm not worried about the technical side. More about.
I am. That's terrifying.
Okay, well, imagine if I can
moral ethics standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be an Erebus.
Yeah.
Wait, Harley's saying don't be an Erebus.
There you go.
Harley,
yeah, he brings the dead back. So yeah, don't be an Erebus.
Harley has a tattoo of a demon's face on the top of his tattooed on the top of his head. So
that's how this whole fucking thing started.
If he's telling me not to do it.
Yeah, that's how this whole fucking thing started. Somebody brought somebody back from the dead.
We're not. No, you're not bringing anyone back. You can't. But you can contact.
Yeah.
No, you don't fuck with that shit.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go, Ben, and other people.
There you go. We've morally sorted out.
Michael's putting the kibosh in it.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. Nothing good will come of this.
I'd like to know, sort of like what like he must have had notes, right? Like further notes.
Well, apparently yes.
And also so yeah, that's another thing. Since we podcasted, I found out that, remember that battle for Blackfire Pass? Remember that? It was a Forge World book that was going to it was going to come out. It was a Forge World.
They made a bunch of models for it. Yeah.
Fantasy 6th ed. Was it 6th ed or 7th ed or something? Fantasy? I think it was 6th ed. No, 7th ed. It would have been 7th.
No, it must have.
No,
it must
8th
have
ed.
8th ed. 8th ed.
Yeah, it would have been 8th ed by then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody told me that there was, and there's pictures of it, of like a thick book, like a mock-up, and even and like hundreds and hundreds of pages, right? And there's a picture of it at a weekender. And I have asked someone in Forge World, and they told me, and this is someone who'd know, told me that it wasn't enough to publish. So I'd love to just be like, hey, just let me fill out the rest of that fucking those stats.
So Blackfire Pass.
Yeah, that, like, imagine if you could finish that book. That'd be fucking amazing. I'm not saying that like you can make that happen via science.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could. Maybe auto writing. Oh yeah, look see what Mike check Mike Fellhand. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah,
the
the
whole timeline planned out. Forge World wiped their ass on it.
Yeah, because I feel like if you just think
Yeah,
about the
that's fucked.
timeline, think about how it goes, and it's just kind of like it's
like
really
Game of
short.
Thrones season 6, 7, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
why is
right?
it just so short? It's so fucking short. They only have like 3 or 4 battles. Like, I always imagine, and I fucking know it took me ages before I actually like, you know how when you read the years, like the M90 whatever the fuck, I just go
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, cool, number, whatever. Don't give a fuck. And it turns out like the Heresy only went for 7 years, which is like so insane. Like, surely that timeline.
Sure.
I always
right.
thought that would be long. I thought it'd be longer. Like, I thought it'd be like
Yeah.
10, 20 years.
Yeah.
Just having like purges, counterbattle, just the physical act of moving your ships. I feel like the guys who are writing the novels did a Game of Thrones on it, maybe. Because otherwise you got to recount. Because think about it, the greatest conflict ever, and then just like,
Yeah, I wonder. I always
I know you
assumed
can't map
that it
out
was
all the
probably
battles, right? But
quicker than that, and I feel like they expanded it a bit to kind of fit in the timeline a little bit more. Like originally we had legions that only had like 10,000 Marines in them, right, in the first couple of novels. So I feel like maybe they expanded it in the timeline to do with that. But Games Workshop's always been fucking terrible with numbers, right? Like they always underestimate things by like a huge factor. So yeah, I don't, they're not doing the logistics on that too well. I'm surprised, Tim. I thought you were going to say something about the Rangdan, to be honest. I was expecting some more info on those boys.
oh yeah, what was his version going to be?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would have been tasty.
So I wonder who wrote the actual. I think it was Andy Hoare, maybe. The actual version's not bad. It's just kind of
It's
like
not bad, but it's.
I wish you
it's
just
still-
hadn't told me now. Like it's.
He had a unique way of writing. Like I would have liked to see
Yeah.
what his actual history of it was. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It just could have been better than like it's just these like 8-foot tall dudes who are really good at close combat. Like what? That's like literally what it is. And then the War Moons are like, oh yeah, they were like totally undefeatable, and then they just crashed a ship into one and it died. Like one of their big ships, like the Glorianas. And they're like, oh, turns out you can just crash a Gloriana.
A lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, oh my god, crash the Gloriana! Oh my god! And then they're like, it doesn't matter because that Legion had 3. Just like, you're like, okay, well, it means nothing. Like fucking nothing happened. 40,000 Marines died, and they just lost 1 Gloriana, but they had 3. So oh well, like just kind of like
light work.
Don't you think it could have been like just I always try not to sound like a fucking like I don't know. Maybe I just sound like every fucking nerd who just wants more shit. But it just feels like I don't know. I've had a lot of time. I've been thinking about like the Heresy and the way everything fits together and stuff for a while, and it just like there's lots of stuff where I'm like, oh god. And then the game just like totally going to shit as well. Because like I'm a fan of the Heresy aside from like playing the game on the tabletop. And then but then also I really do like the game, and I like just fucking play. I'm not a fan of any specific rules, but I am a fan of the most shit on the table, and the game's done in 2 hours. That's just what I want. I just want a fucking game where I can play 2 hours, and tons of shit gets fucked up, and I know I can do that with 1.5. I can put 3,000 points on the table, and easily in 2 hours because it's such a slaughterfest that half the shit's dead after fucking the first 2 turns.
Yeah.
Whereas this new edition, it's like I'm just like shoveling shit across the table into the last turn where his most elite shit just deletes me.
You don't know that. Just saying.
But no, it just like that system that we had from 3rd edition, from 1998, and we've played all like slight iterations all the way through to 7th edition, and then Horus Heresy, the Bible. I was just like fucking so good. We could just get fucking games done, and I could just like smash games out. And then everyone knew the rules. So even our friends that hadn't played for a while, you could be like, hey, do you want to play this like crazy one-off game? Yeah, okay, cool. So I remember the fucking rules somewhat.
80% of the rules, or 90% of the rules, yeah.
But now, like,
you have to fucking interactions and stuff like that. But you know how to move, you know how to shoot. Like, Lascan's done the same thing for fucking 5 editions.
Okay, now imagine that person coming to a table now with 3.0, and they go, "Oh yeah, I haven't played this before. Can you run me through
Yeah,
it?"
well, a lot's changed.
Yeah, yeah. So you're gonna be like,
A lot's
"Fuck."
changed. Mechanically, though, like
Well, first of all, you need to get your head
Mechanically,
around
like some of the-
gambit. The gambits are a big thing. Listen,
oh no, no, I'm not into them. Are we moving on from questions?
I want
Are we
to.
done,
Does
Kieran,
Michael?
or-
Does Michael have a question he wanted to ask Alan?
Oh,
But I was
Michael.
going to say, this is probably a real basic bitch question also, but I have always been curious. I want to know the circumstances about the 11th and 2nd Legion. I want to know what he thought and what he would do with them. Because I've always found the way that they were inserted in through the Heresy pretty interesting. So that's pretty basic.
Well,
but
you're going to trigger Tim here, where you're going to be like ruining the whole mystery box element.
Well,
by
I
telling
just
too
like
much story.
I don't want
You're
to
like,
know each
"No,
Legionnaire's like hopes, dreams, and well wishes. I just sort of like want to know how they got sent down in general terms.
and how they died brutally.
Yeah.
Turned into a
Yeah.
pink mist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know what guns killed them, how they died. Like, were they trying to
What-
run
yeah.
away and they died? Were they
was it
running
really
forward and they
Lehman Russ?
died? And how many
Yeah, exactly.
headshots there are too? Headshots are very important.
Who
Yeah,
did
we
it?
know Lehman Russ is really incompetent, so was it really Lehman Russ, or are you just telling us that?
Yeah, but that's a pretty basic one. That's probably what I'd ask him.
Yeah.
No, what? Is that all?
Yeah.
Fluff based. Do you have one, Kieran?
I'd love to be able to contact Alan Blair and show him the new Dune movies. I reckon he'd be like, "Fuck yeah."
Do you like them? Because I fell asleep watching the first one, and I watched the first one twice. And the only thing that happens in that like first part is Oscar Isaac's like his character dying, and that's it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, they're
them.
good.
I
Yeah, I
quite
think they're
enjoyed
good.
them.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the second one.
Yeah, they are slow, but I mean, if you've read the books, you know that like the general. That's the thing with any movie where you've read the books, or you've read the books multiple times. Like Michael and I've read Dune and talked about it so much, is you know what's going to happen. It's just like how do they stretch? Which bits do they stretch? Which bits do they leave in or leave out?
Yeah.
So you know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so when as soon as
all
something
those,
stretches out, yeah, you're like, fuck,
all
they've
those-
totally fucked.
Yeah, like all those long Zendaya shots of her just like staring into the camera. Like, what is this?
She has to squint a lot too because of the sun, harsh sun.
Yeah. All right. Is that done? Are we done for the questions, Kieran? Or do you have a question?
I reckon that'll do us. Yeah, I reckon that'll do us.
Wait, what were you
Let's
going to
move on.
ask Alan? What were you going to ask Alan? Adam?
I haven't actually given this one a great deal of thought, to be honest. Your whole seance thing just really threw me off.
Well, you can write some questions we can ask him.
Yeah.
Or we just caveat, we may end up asking a lower vibrational entity, which is what
Oh, you
Michael's
definitely
afraid of.
will. You
In which
fucking
case,
will.
you'll just get like led along a merry chase, and it'll ask you to like,
Yeah, you'll be grave robbing and eating babies super quick.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, that's what the
I
trickster
would
spirits wanna see,
actually
mate.
make him go back in time and ask him if he's got anything planned out or written for Unification Wars. And
Oh,
what that
yeah.
would look like.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
I think that
Oh.
would be sick. And I really hope that G-dubs get to it at some point, maybe after the scouring.
Well, that's the
Man,
thing.
that would
Now-
It'd be a really
yeah,
great
now that's-
standalone game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
And
now
we
that's
could
cool.
really experience that whole like start to finish, like, oh my god, new setting, new models, new factions.
Yeah.
Well, factions that are familiar, right? Because you've got like techno barbarians, you've got custodes, you've got proto Astartes, you've got the cult of Luna, or like those in the gene wizards or whatever, right? And some sort of Martian element there as well. So it would be cool. You're already starting with like 6 baseline factions that are all completely different from one another.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
it'd be really cool to see like the demise of the planet as well as like the whole geopolitical sort of stuff going on too. I think it'd be fucking sick.
Well, that's the thing, that now that they've done the Heresy 2 times and they're starting on the 3rd time, there's 4 settings. There's like the Uni Wars, obviously. There's the Crusade, and the Crusade's a big setting. There's the Heresy, which is like a medium, small setting,
7 years.
medium setting. So we'd say like a small setting Uniwars, massive setting fucking Crusade, because so many factions. And then a medium setting Heresy, and then a small setting Scouring, maybe. And then there's units that you can use across like all of those fucking things, right? You don't have to fucking burn your whole army and start a whole new army. You can start some Proto-Legion shit, throw in a fucking Kratos, boom, Kratos are available all the way through to the Heresy. That's three whole games you can play it in now. That's what they need to do. They've done the fucking Heresy. It's done. You're just rehashing the Heresy a third time, motherfuckers. How about move on? Yeah.
It's already dead.
Start with the Uniwars. Start with the Scouring. Just launch all fucking 3 other ones at once. All 4 at the same time. Just a new book. Boom. Everyone's gonna play it. Now I can play my Eldar versus fucking whatever the fuck, Solar Auxilia. Ching. It's just all Games Workshop. This whole fucking shit where have you heard about this whole thing? And it's like this conspiracy theory, but it's not a conspiracy theory, where they won't do rules for fucking anything that you can just buy from 40K because it's a different product line, and that goes to a different part of the company.
All right, they don't want to like cannibalize their own
or
cross cannibalize their own
Well, they've done that with old world.
Like what the fuck? How did if you're in charge of that company, how do you let that happen? Like I've been there's no company I've ever been at where you would be like
more money. I don't get it.
There's no company like where you would work and there would be like, I'm gonna have to make sure do this thing so we make less money. They're like, wait, what? Yeah. They're like, we're gonna, because of the product lines, we don't want one team getting more like money than another team, or just getting some of the money, or like we want them to only sell their own stuff. We don't want them to sell shit from another.
We can't have 40K get too much funding.
Imagine
how on earth are we gonna make AOS?
I want a fucking toilet. I want a toilet. Okay, cool. Do you want us to do the tiles around the toilet too? No. Fuck no. I can't do that. We can only do the toilet. And another part, the same company, so I have to ring a different guy to get the tiles done. Like, what the fuck? Because like the whole demon thing, you can't run a corn army. Wink, wink. So everyone goes and just buys the corn army anyway. So they're doing it anyway. So your whole fucking scheme is insane. Do you think this is real? If you're in the chat and you have worked for Games Workshop, because I've been told that is 100% the case that happens. They don't want to cannibalize their own range. So think about how insane that is.
Back in the 90s and the upper management are truly incompetent.
Yeah, it's just cocaine and gay bars. That was it.
Just the boys, right?
Yeah, I'd prefer to know why the money's coming in than just bring more money in. Like, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit over analytical, maybe.
This is the fucking craziest thing. Why is that a thing? I just want to play games, man. Like, why are you doing all this? Like, you're making it harder for me. I just want to fucking put models on the table. And then I find out that the reason I can't do a thing is because of rigmarole. Like this, conspiracy theories are real. It's like, there you go. Evidence. Okay, sorry.
Age of Sigmar and Old World is the best example of that. Like the whole reason they chose which factions to make mainline factions, a big part of that was the ones that were supported in Age of Sigmar and the ones that weren't. So,
yeah. All right, gentlemen, let's move on. We've got a brand new segment to the podcast here, and any fans of Clarkson and Top Gear will understand this, and it is the Heresy Cool Wall. So let me just share my screen here so we can all
admire the wall.
All right. Hopefully that's coming up. Now, just in short, if anyone doesn't know what the Cool Wall is, it's pretty much like a ranking system or a tier list. However, we're going to go through all the brand new Heresy 3rd edition models that are released, and we're going to chuck them up on the Cool Wall. Now, we'll probably spend about a minute or maybe 2 minutes max discussing each one, and we'll all chime in. Just to keep this like from like completely blowing out timeline wise, because I know we've already been going for 2 hours and it's Sunday, so it's a school night. Now we've got about I think there's like a dozen new models, or like probably a dozen new models, brand new to Heresy 3rd Edition now that we could rank. So, gentlemen, first cab off the rank. Now I've had to share my screen in Photoshop because I don't know how to do it any other way. What have we got?
Everyone should just shout out the answer at the same time. It's like,
yeah, good. All right, Saturnine Terminator, go shout.
Cool.
All right, so we got Michael saying uncool.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I've told you I've never been a huge fan.
Yeah, so Michael's a fan, but you came around on the Kratos. You were like decidedly anti-Kratos. Sorry, I'm not going to lawyer every single one. I'm just mainly doing this as a gag. Like, just doing lawyering from the beginning. It's just a gag. But Michael did say, I hate the Kratos, it's bullshit. And now you're kind of cool to the Kratos.
Well, I don't hate it. I used to actively hate it. Now I just don't actively hate it.
Oh, okay.
What I will say is that I was pretty disgusted with these models when I saw the leaked photos. I was like, that can't be real. And then when it was, I was like, well, that's terrible, seriously uncool. But now that we've had a chance to like digest them and be a bit more familiar with the design language that's a little bit alien to us long-standing Heresy players. Kieran, you've actually painted built and painted two Saturnine Terminators, so your opinion is probably worth more than everyone's on this matter. But now that I've sat on the Saturnine Termies, I've gone from seriously uncool to probably uncool.
Just across that line.
Just across the line.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. How do you guys feel about it?
There's some third-party ones that it 3D prints, which are like one piece or two pieces, maybe, like whatever, 3, not fucking 45 or 70 or whatever. That it fucking looks so good. This model, I like the idea of Saturnine, but this model is like, Have you seen the way they've tried to draw the stick figure of how a human would fit in it? And it's just like fucking the X-Files, like.
It's like fucking Eugene Toombs fucking has to pilot it.
Yeah, they're uncool.
Yeah,
they're uncool. So they're firmly in the uncool category.
You have to be like Dulzim. You have to be Dulzim to get in.
Firmly.
Team's been firmly outvoted on this.
That's fine. Remember, I have strange taste, dude. I have like fucking strange
in the seriously uncool category. But all right,
I think tech thrills, dude. I painted 100 tech thrills because I think they look fucking cool, even though they're like the clumsiest shitbag models ever. Like, oh, what's that?
What we got next? Oh, we got the new rapier kit.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I don't. Seriously uncool.
No, I don't hate it.
Oh, seriously uncool, Tim. Why so uncool?
Yeah, why?
So far from the original. Look at it. It looks like just a shrunk down version of every tank they have now.
Yeah, which makes it cool because that's what it is.
Shrunk down little rhino.
Are they going to do a Cyclops demolition vehicle that looks exactly the same? Oh, I guess it's not a Space Marine thing, is it? But nah, it just looks like It just looks like a 3. It looks like some
part of this kit is actually the crew.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because they got like these weird RBT like Rogue Trader legs that are kind of look a bit skinny, and they got almost
that like Rogue Trader bullshit aesthetic coming back in.
Mark 6.
This is cool. I like these. I want to get some. I think they're cool.
I like the carriage. But I like the old carriage as well.
Yeah,
I'm a border of uncool cool, maybe.
Uncool cool, like on the fence. There's no fence sitting here. I don't think we can allow it. At least not at the start of the cool wall, because it's only the second item on there.
Yeah.
It should be snug up against it then, like from the
right up on this side here.
I don't know what you think, Karen. But do you like it, Karen?
I'm pretty agnostic on these. I don't really give a shit. Like, I think like the old quad model looks better with like the front glasses, the shield on it. But I like the laser rapier and this kind of more sleek, sicker arm kind of style. The crew are pretty shit. It just doesn't
They're
it
easily
doesn't
enough
excite me.
swapped out, right?
Yeah.
Like I would
Honestly,
definitely
it
just
is.
get the old ones. Like if I'm well, I mean I've already got 6 of them, but if I was going to for some unknown reason, just like get some more like gun pig carriages, I would definitely get the old ones instead of them.
I'd probably get these ones and use different crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd get these ones.
Depending, if I wanted quad mortars, I'd probably go the old ones, I think. But anything else, I'd get
Hey,
these ones.
can we get a price check on how much that unit is? But like, how much is that? Like
Alright.
two of them for $150 or something? Or?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's you do have to visit like the worst website in the world.
Oh yeah, I'll do it now. Hold on.
These days.
Yes.
See if I.
Oh no, I'll just check. I'll check
it's $125 too.
For 2. That is,
Bargain.
can you?
Bargain.
I haven't seen the rules for these, but can you take them? Is it only squads of 3?
No, up to 4 now.
Squads of 4.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was going to be so cynical if they were with like a max squad of 3 and you bought them in boxes of 2. I'd be like, yeah, well played, Games
Yeah,
Workshop.
I think there's a few units now that are now sort of in that
Just for the product.
4 to 6 range. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cynical, but it's better than like they definitely fucked it with Mechanicum in 1 edition where Vorax you could only buy in 3s and the max unit size was 5. So it's just like, oh, guess this fucking dude just sits in his fucking ass. At Gap Games, which is like across the hill. If you drive across the through the mountains here, there's a little shop and that sells for 94 for 2.
Okay.
94.
For 2. All right, so you're saving $30
It's
there.
expensive
Yeah,
though.
That's
I think they're dog shit in 2nd edition, and maybe they're better in 3rd. But like compared to 1st edition, remember when they were toughness 7, and you could put them in ruins, and they got a 4+ invan.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Man.
Yeah.
Quad launchers were just rude.
Oh, Michael used to run those, and I was just so salty at them because they're just such
Yeah, Kieran used
fuck,
to run
you
them
can't
too.
just-
Units of 1.
yeah. And then they just dog shit. They just made them totally dog shit. By the time, like when 2nd ed came out, I finally made a Marine army, and I'm like, oh yeah, rapiers. And they're just total shit.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, what do we got? Boom. Saturnine Praetor. Okay.
Better than the Saturnine. Still not.
I think it's
amazing.
much better than the Saturnine.
Yeah. I
But
still
don't
think
it's cool.
I think you're in the right spot there. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
I'm right with that.
All right, cool.
Next
Let's
one.
leave him there. Let's move on. Mark II Tacticals.
That's cool.
I do like them. That's why I bought the box set mainly to get a whole bulk lot of these guys.
Yep. They're my favorite mark of plastic marine so far.
Me
Since
too.
they're like since the
Easily.
updated ones. Better than the 6, better than the 3. Yeah.
Yeah, better than 6. I don't know. They're tied with 3 for me, I think. But yeah, they're fucking definitely good.
All right, I think they're really fucking cool too. So they're gonna go on the colder side of cool category.
Yeah, chilly side.
Yeah.
All right, here's an interesting one: the new Fellblade kit.
What's wrong with it? It's like Uncanny Valley.
It
like,
totally
I
is.
can't-
Right. It looks like it's been redesigned by AI.
Well, that's the thing. I've put both of them next to each other, and I haven't been able to manage to find an angle on the same on both of them on pictures, admittedly. But I don't know what it is. I think the turret is too small. There's something that just gives me that Uncanny
Larger on
Valley
this
vibe.
one. Like the dome section's larger.
You think the
on-
dome's larger?
Yeah, and the front of the hull is less chunky, so it's got less gravitas.
Yeah.
So is
Something
it better
about
or
it.
worse than the old one? I think it's worse.
Worse, yeah. But
Oh,
only
it's a
because
lot
the,
worse than the
but
old
only
one,
because
I'll
the
put it in-
original
I'll
one
put it in
exists
your
though.
channel.
If you didn't have the original one for comparison,
Yeah.
like
Has
somehow they
anybody-
got the other thing, the Sikaran, fucking perfect. They got every other fucking thing perfect. They redid rhinos and shit, and they got that right.
Yeah.
Has anybody
Yeah.
put the old Fellblade next to the new Fellblade?
I
That's what I
think
wanna
so,
see.
but I don't have a picture to hand.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've looked. I haven't managed to find 2 pictures of the same angle when I actually gave a shit, which was when it came out.
But
And
even
then I
like
have
the
the
fuel,
old
like
one-
the fuel
I
barrels,
have the old
on
one in
the-
cool.
even
and this
even
one's
even
worse.
even the fuel
Yeah.
barrels, like at the back, have got like this weird sort of like more techno design, like techno sci-fi design to them, which is like really sort of strange. Doesn't look practical like the last one was.
Also,
The
have you seen
doors
the
too, yeah,
Volta,
so-
like sponsons that just don't make sense? They're like all mishmashed together as well. Like they've been done in CAD and it's been done badly. So I'd have this in uncool.
Uncool, right? Yeah, it's uncool.
I don't hate it, but I still, for some reason, don't think it's as good as the original.
If I wanted a Fellblade, I'd get the original.
Yeah, I think I
Man,
would too.
they got the Land Raider Proteus like exactly right. Like everything else has
Yeah.
been exactly right, but this fucking tank, the minute I saw it, I'm like, oh, they've shrunk it or something. They've pushed the image in from the sides or
Yeah.
something. And then when I
Yeah.
saw more pics, I was like, holy fuck, what the hell's wrong with it? There's something about the door as well. Like Kat says in the thing, he's
Yeah.
talking about the door.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, well,
circular
the door's
door, yeah.
like
Next.
the round
Oh,
door.
Yeah, I think
Door.
just leave that right where it is.
yeah, just leave it right
Alright.
there.
Yeah,
All right,
like
the
it?
next one is the Arachne, high velocity air tracking,
Yeah.
low orbit
Seriously uncool.
Yeah,
autocannon.
why the fuck do we even need this?
Why
It's
do we
terrain.
need this? Right?
It's terrain.
Wow.
You
Are
need
we
to put
seriously
like the.
uncool? We're seriously uncool on this, right?
You need to
Yeah,
put that like, can you fucking not JPEG of that chick? Just like,
I don't think it's like that bad, but it's not something I'd ever have in an army.
No, and for putting it in a starter set as well, I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, great way just to bulk out fucking weight or whatever.
It's terrain. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrain, right? Weapons, platforms, and stuff. It's terrain. It's not.
I don't want to drag things out, but I love it,
can't,
and
like-
I would definitely take tons of those if I could, because I've
Well,
got,
if you-
I own like 12 cents.
'Cause they have no emotions and they're machines.
If you play 3 with
tarantulas,
me, I
yeah,
will
I've got
give
like
you.
12 tarantulas.
If you play the game with me, I will give you one because I will fucking never use it.
Oh, there you go.
But we're gonna record it. We're gonna webcast. We're gonna stream it so everyone's
Nah.
got proof that you played third.
No. You're gonna have to literally just move all my
Alright,
shit
well,
for me.
are we being too harsh by putting it in seriously uncool?
Oh,
To me,
it's not.
uncool.
It's not like fucking like what is it? It looks like some World War II
Alright,
thing,
well,
but it's not World War
Hang
II.
on.
So it's
Where
just
does
kind of
the-
like
where does-
it's
where
not.
does the
It doesn't
baby
say
tarantula
heresy.
sit?
It doesn't
Where's the
say
tarantula?
heresy, right?
I don't hate them, but because I feel because they're from second ed and I know them and they're a thing and they're actually in
Yeah.
things. They're not just something that's been made just to fucking bulk out a starter set. I don't hate. I think they're pretty. I think they're. I
Tarantulas are
wouldn't
cool.
kick- Yeah, they're cool. I wouldn't kick it out of bed. That's awesome. I
Like,
it. I like it.
look, probably uncool in like a frontline game, but in a ZM game, they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
they're cool. They're definitely
they're-
cool, but they're useless in the game. And
they're like a stratagem. They're like a stratagem, like that you'd take in like a Cities of Death game back in the day or something. It's scatter terrain, whereas the other one's like a terrain feature. So I'd
Yeah,
have it.
do you wanna-
like,
Do you want to
uncool.
pay full price for a melter gun that's BS2?
Also, Tim, they're pretty good in the game now.
Yes, then
They're
take it. Oh, they are good
BS4
now.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, four.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
my
way too
my
good.
stocks in tarantulas just went up. I got fucking
And they
12,
fire in,
man.
they fire in
Good
the
now.
opponent's
Oh my
turn.
God.
They're good now.
They should be BS2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they're really
uncool.
fucking
It's
good.
uncool for me.
All right. Let's go. Oh, it's uncool for you. All right, well, we'll leave it in cool for now.
Yeah.
All right, something that is potentially uncool. Sat 9 Dread.
Oh,
I think it's better than the Saturn IX Terminator.
I think so too. Is it better than the
Just.
Praetor?
No, pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's just bigger.
Depends
It's
how you
just big.
pose it. If it had a combat arm,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think the legs are really offensive. Like, what's
Yeah.
going
It
on
needs
with the
knee
hips and the
plates.
knees?
if it had knee
Yeah, but that's the
plates,
thing. It's not for you fucking pro painter dudes. It's for like big robot guy. It's for big. It's for
Yeah.
fucking cunts into the Hulk and shit. Everyone, you know who you are. You can self-identify in the chat if you want. If you're a big robot guy, this is fucking shit hot because it's the biggest fucking dreadnought, dude. It's the biggest one, and the Marines can
Yeah, but
take it.
would
You don't
need
have to
be
take a whole
bigger than,
custode
like,
army.
Leviathan?
You don't have to take a whole custode army to have the biggest dreadnought, right? Because it's bigger than the other one, than the fucking other thing, right?
Telemon.
The
Yeah.
Telemonster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could hold the
pretty-
Telemon
pretty-
down in a bathroom.
No, I think it's
Wow.
pretty similar to the Telemon. It's not.
But
bigger
anyone
than
can take
9.
it. Marines can take it.
chunkier though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All
I
right.
reckon
Where
there.
are we putting this?
I reckon
I still think it's
Leave it there.
uncool, even though it's grown on
Yeah.
me a lot.
Leave it there. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we've got the standard Mark II Centurion.
I think that's cool.
Great mod.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's cool. Yeah, I like him.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
All right, that one was easy.
I'm definitely
And
going to make that.
the last new
Pretty cool,
plastic
bro.
kit we've got is the Mark II Assault Marines.
That's the best one so far.
I agree. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the breaches. There's going to be breaching kits soon. I'm just waiting for them.
I am going to say something potentially controversial. So you guys let me know if I'm out of line here. But I think that these Mark II Assault Marines are probably the best generic Legion kit ever released.
Whoa!
I'd say I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't.
Better than the Kratos. Oh, sorry, you mean
Better than the
generic Marine? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like him. Like the only thing
I think it is the coolest generic kit that they've done. So I think it's Sub-Zero because that makes it immediately amazing.
Tartarus and Cataphracti are pretty good. Like the Tartarus kit looks pretty fucking sick.
Not anymore though. They're pretty.
Yeah, not anymore.
You're
Yeah, the scale.
Just moved on. No,
Yes.
The scale creeps.
I need to get some Saturnine to cool. I thought if I added some Saturnine to my army, it would cool it up. But you guys are saying they're uncool, so it'd just be shitting in my own cornflakes. Like,
essentially,
you gave
just to circle back.
Just to circle back.
You gave the disclaimer at the start. Like it doesn't matter what we say. You do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like him.
Any objections to the Assault Marines being Sub-Zero? The coolest.
I think that jump axe is too big.
I love that.
Michael Handed thinks I'm smoking crack.
No, I think I like him. I'm just looking at some pictures of him now, and I'm just like, yeah, there's a few.
You don't know they're too big? They do look like
There's a brutality to them that hasn't been in Heresy for a very, very, very long time. Since book 1, book 2.
There's like a Visions of Heresy kind of look to them with the giant jump axe there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like anything that you can anything that looks exactly like something from Visions of Heresy, it's just automatically fucking cool. So it's just like,
and the big axes are pretty cool.
Visions of Heresy, bro. And what are people going to say then? Oh, fuck, damn it! Visions of Heresy came before everything else.
Big axes are fucking metal. Fucking metal.
Yeah, big axes are metal.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, and Visions of Heresy even had units of like, oh, here's Flamer support squad, and they all had there was artwork of all the Marines standing around with flamers just burning shit, but they couldn't put that in a novel.
Yeah.
Oh, Kieran's just showed a brutal photo. That looks fucking sick.
Yeah, it looks good the way they've got the banding all the way around the legs. Like I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Someone on Reddit's done that, and it looks fucking sick. He's made a destroyer here, obviously.
The harness looks really cool. How it sits like around the collar. Yeah, I love that.
I like them so much more than like the Mark 6 Marines that they've got. The Mark 6 Assault.
100%. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we're locking in the cool wall. For this episode, we will come back to it at some stage, Kieran, where we can maybe obviously we'll add all the new releases into the cool wall as they come out.
Have there been any resin?
We can also spend some episodes like retroactively going back and adding more, I guess.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a bigger fucking wall there, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like shrink these down, probably, right?
I think you need to be able to have shit on the border too. At some point, you're gonna.
All right, there will be some crossover and some fence sitting. Yeah, the more popular it gets.
Some arguments.
You just need to have a barrier.
There will be some like shuffling around too.
You just need to keep the line above the pictures, so you can still see the line. Otherwise, it's just going to turn into an insane collage. But yeah, that's pretty good. I just got one question: the Mark II plastics, do they come with chain bayonets?
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
They're
pretty
much exactly the same as the other kits, just with a different mark. They have all the other same pieces. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Same poses, all of that. It's just Mark II.
Yeah, that's a Proto Legion fucking unification wars.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the cool wall, gentlemen. Thank you for your help in assembling the first ever cool wall on Power Fist.
I like that. That was fun.
Thank you for being a part of our live cast today. We have like many technical train wrecks at all, which is a first for us. So
Yeah, it hasn't been a technical
Yeah, it's
train
been
wreck.
smooth as fuck.
Are there-
We had Tech
Is-
Priest Tim in control, mate. That's it. Yeah. full
Well,
mechanic
yeah,
in-
this is
in
true.
charge.
It's not his
newest
first.
fear,
It's
just
not
running
his
the
first
show.
rodeo, is it?
No.
He's like,
Um,
if he bothered to read the new rules, Tim would be like Battlesmith 3.
He would
He's
be
got
with
no
a
idea what
yeah
that means.
with a cyber
Yeah.
familiar and a servo arm. Yeah.
There's an
Yeah.
insult in there. Could be an
No,
No, it's
insult
not
or
a compliment.
Massive
hey, can I
compliment.
shout out? Oh,
Battlesmith's
are we
really good,
finishing?
man.
Can I shout out?
Yeah. Like, do you
Can
have
I
any last thoughts? Do you want to shout some folk out? Like,
Can I shout out the
Take it away.
Dreadnought painting 2-day class that these guys are running? You know, Dono Douglas.
no, what's that about?
It's a 2-day course on Saturday, 22nd November. Dono messaged me and he was like, "Oh yeah, can you shout out my course?" And I'm like, "Fucking, I'm out of loop. Send me a thing." And he sent me a thing, and I literally just clicked on the link. But it says, it's a Dreadnought painting day 2-day Contemptor course. Join us for a fun and informative 2-day class on Dreadnought painting. Hero of the class will be Mighty Contemptor Dreadnought. So Saturday, 22nd November, and it's in New South Wales. 16 Hearn Street, Mortdale. That sounds crazy. New South Wales. I'll post a link on the chat or something. Can I do that?
I think so. I don't know. You're the
Probably.
tech priest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can post it.
Praise
I don't
be
know
the
if you chat.
omniscient.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does YouTube chat allow links? I'm not sure. Whoa, there it is.
But it's Donna, and I'm pretty sure Jeff Mumile. Yeah, Jeff and my Dreadnought course, and then promo a painting course in Brisbane. Oh yeah, and then they're thinking of running a Brisbane one
Awesome.
as well.
Check it out.
Nice.
I'll put a link. I'll try and post a link. If not, go to Eye of Horus Instagram. No, I'll put in our Facebook group as well. I don't know. I don't know how to post. I know YouTube, man. Like
Well,
on TV, it just appears like on the screen.
the Eye of Horus Instagram is still active. It's just got a whole bunch of second edition content on there at the moment.
Yeah, and the old world and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, you guys post more frequently than what I do.
Yeah. So just a quick note on that. Michael and I have just kind of oh yeah, I don't know. Let's think of something to do a podcast about, maybe just general hobby podcast sort of thing. Because we've still got the feed, and anyone who's in the community that wants to
We've got the fans, baby.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. But yeah, anyone who friends of ours who want to create a podcast, and we can put it in the feed for you as well. Sean from Quartermaster, next year we're going to do a sort of a podcasty thing, but we're going to play every 2 months we're going to play a game of fantasy, but we're going to play from 3rd ed, 4th ed, 5th ed, 6th ed, 7th ed, 8th ed, and then the old world. So every 2 months, and then we'll do like a hobby chat beforehand. Oh, here's my list. This is what I was thinking. This is what it took me to fucking find all the rules for the game. For example, when we get to 4th ed, because Michael and I were talking about it before. Back when we played 4th ed or 5th ed fantasy, our friend Jared had the rules. So pretty much Michael and I have all the games we ever played growing up, except for fucking some of these fantasy games that our friend Jared had. So I'm just fuck, I'm gonna find a whole copy of 4th ed fantasy. So be sort of talking about that side of thing, and then we'll get together.
I love that edition. That's one of my favorite editions. Yeah,
it's got the same magic system as 2nd ed 40K
yeah.
Psychic edition. We have the cards, which is really cool. And then after the game, we'll do a debrief sort of thing, and then put it all into an episode every couple of months as we just go through the different editions. That's the only thing I've got planned for next year. And then Michael and I might do something as well.
Unless you finally open the book Michael gave you and you start playing some games.
No, he hasn't given me a book.
Come back,
he didn't say
and you
book.
can talk about how good it is.
No, he said he'd give me one of those fucking quad
A
guns or
rat
some
battery.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll lend you the
F3,
book,
yeah.
and you can keep the quad gun, and then we'll have a deal. A deal.
I don't know.
Paint some Iron Hands, Saturnine. Yep.
Come on,
Maybe-
you don't want to be the guy.
I will play a game, but only if I get to sit on one of those tall tennis umpire chairs, and then you're on the other side of the table, and then someone is on my side of the table in front of me, doing everything for me. And I just shout orders.
That, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, like a minion.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we'll get the kids to do that. That's easy.
Oh
You can
yeah,
both
and then I can
put
have a
on the
super
ship.
soaker, and if they fuck up, I can just shoot them with a super soaker.
Fuck yeah.
You're generous.
Proper old
I
school
was thinking
generals.
like a BB gun.
A super soaker full of vinegar or something. Yeah. But whatever. Like, maybe that could be organized, but I don't know.
Alright.
It's just like we said. Fuck, man. It's just rehashing. A lot of rehashing. Hashtag rehash. Hashtag heresy rehash. I guess. I do like the idea of 1.5
You
gold.
have a lot of
edition.
fun.
I had a dream about HCon where it was just like all of our friends just ran like 1 or D3 tables each, and we all played different fucking games. Like Michael, you had a King of Death table, and then our friend
nice.
Kurt ran like this game that he invented called Grendel, which is where you like Vikings, you just like slaughter people. And then one of our other friends was running a different thing, and I was running Battlefleet. I was running Battlefleet Gothic table.
Sick.
So I had a dream about that. So I don't know. Maybe that'll come true. Sometimes they come true.
Amazing.
We'll see.
All right, Michael. Anything else to add before we close out?
No, that's it. Thanks for having us. I've really enjoyed actually talking about Heresy again. It's been good. I forgot how much I really do love it. So thanks for having us on.
Thank you, boys.
Pleasure.
I mean, like, yeah, you're still a pillar of the community that people talk about. It's amazing, to catch up with you guys again on a podcast and chat shit about Heresy and take a little walk down memory lane too. It's been really nice and a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been
Been
good.
so
Yeah,
good.
thanks for having us on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So weird
People always
having like
ask us,
pictures. Of...
what's going on with you boys? So it's great to have a chat. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Just other games. That's all.
We're alive. We're still here.
I'm just
Nothing
like
wrong with that.
talking. Yeah, dude. I'm just fucking. You know how much I'll just talk. Like I do fucking that when we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just talking like all the time, just telling people like about shit that's happening and stuff. I get all my talking done during that now, so I'm just like, ugh.
Backseat driving, telling people how they should run their turns, what sort of checks they should make.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Too
All
much
right,
talking.
Kieran. Any last words?
No, just thanks to Tim and Michael for coming on. You boys are absolute legends. Absolute like heroes of the Heresy, especially in first edition. You think you guys were the first podcast out there, or you guys are pretty much the first podcast of any type that I listened to. So
There's one before us, I think. Not Age of Empire. I think Age of Darkness came just after us. Imperial Truth.
never heard of it. Anyway,
Shout out to Greg Band, yeah.
Never heard of it.
you guys were, I think, were the first podcast of any kind I listened to. So you guys were a massive part of my
Oh, Jesus.
journey
Thank you.
through the Heresy. So yeah, thanks for coming on, boys. It's been a pleasure.
Anytime.
Chat also.
Yeah, anytime.
Shout out to everyone in chat who's posted and engaged as well. Thanks for joining the stream. It's been a lot of fun. And we'll get around to another one of these live casts probably in the next couple
Fourth
of weeks.
edition? Yeah, no, I was going to say we'll get the boys back on for 4th edition. Yeah.
It's only 2 years away now, right? Like, how long is...
Nah,
Yeah,
Michael,
18 months.
Michael just needs to go to work and get him to play one game. And as soon as the Heresy bug starts to bite again, we'll get the boys back on.
Yeah, easy.
I'll do some work. I'll
Maybe.
be
Alright.
like some Erebus. I'll be third at Erebus.
Let's get out. Oh wait. Should we do like a tradition? Is it taboo to do like a traditional EOH?
Oh, I'd love this.
Like close to the show, or
No,
should we
no,
do that?
no.
Is that
Of course
allowed?
not.
Or
Yeah,
is that going to
that'd
earn
be
me like bad karma?
It's never going to work, though. It never
No.
syncs up.
Oh,
And maybe it'll sync up. I don't know. We never managed to make it sync up ever because we're recording it through... as soon
okay.
as
Well,
one
guess
person-
what? There's only one thing to remember
Yeah.
about your
Which
Heresy,
is...
and that's fully painted.
Fully
painted is for
It's
closers.
Yeah,
You're right.
perfect.
Worked.
Eye for Heresy.